Blessings, blessings. Let me get to I didn't know if I was live in that. Like, what the hell's going on? All right, so all right, we gonna get into this shit, man. Excuse me, it's hot than a motherfucker out here. You hear me sweating like bullets? Might have to put the AC on out here, man. When you just sitting down, this shit don't work, man. Um, let's get into some shit, man. I'm about to get into a little thing today, man. Um, I'm gonna roll this blunt up, and then I'm gonna go outside with this shit because I'm gonna talk to people and shit like that with this. But we're gonna talk about conscious versus connected. See what I'm saying? We definitely gonna get into this conscious versus connected. I'm just rolling this blunt up because you know when I get this blunt ready, we're gonna get crazy. A lot of people are conscious but not connected. A lot of people is connected and not even conscious. We definitely gonna get to a lot of shit right now. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, um, excuse me, because you know me, my brain goes a million miles an hour, so you gotta just work with me. A lot of people are very confused right now. And salute to my man Ruin Cross because he opened me up to even want to get into this type of conversation. 'Cause I was chilling, just came home from work, you know what I mean, do my little run around with the smoke. But he made me think about saying something because it's important, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna talk about what I want to say, but because I know it's important, but I don't want to keep jumping around the place because I can do that. But a lot of people nowadays, man, this information has made us bad. Let me get this blunt ready. Huh? I sent it to the group. Yeah, I just sent it. It's in the group. I'm on right now. Um, so that's the other homie right there. So salute to everybody in here. Salute to the homie. Peace, bro. I'll be up in a minute. You know, man, we about to get into it, bro. We about to get into some shit. So yo, bro, like, look, me personally, this gonna get crazy. So buckle in. Information now, it didn't take us where it's supposed to go. You would think the information would put us on a higher platform, put us on a higher market. It didn't do that. It made us more confrontational with each other. You got kids right now at home, and their parents that tell you, like, look, tomatoes are good for you, right? And then your kid will go and Google and show you, like, what, and then he'll come to you like, well, mom, tomato says it has a lot of citric acids in it and got a lot of motherfucker this. So now kids are starting to debate even what the parents were saying. So parents don't even feel like parents no more because kids is battling the parents' information with this fucking Google shit. So now the information is becoming challenging. We're starting to be like we're our we're going to a time where we're starting to nah, I don't see it. Hold on. The only ask for the link is right there. You know what I mean? So now I notice information is starting to be infiltration. So I notice a lot of people right now, they're conscious about a lot of things but not connected to nothing. I see so many people can break down a tree, but I never see them water it. I see a lot of people are conscious about. I see people get $900 in food stamps, but never give no money to the poor. And that's what gluttony is, having more than what you can bear. And people can't even fill their refrigerator with all that fucking food, but they'll force it because they don't want to give nothing away. Even though this shit is free, they choose to hold on to it. Well, who taught you that mentality? Who taught you that is not to give or not to share or not to, who taught you these things? I noticed that people are being more gluttony, more selfish. Now they're conscious enough to know this world is doing this, the conscious know this, but they're not part of the connecting to help it. So when you're chosen, you're both, you're conscious and connected. That's the hardest part because now you have to balance them. Um, what I notice is when you're living how we're living now, how we're living in this society, right? The more smart you become, the more depressed you become. The more you see things for what it is, the more anxiety you have, the more you second guess, the more demons start becoming evolved and stuff like that. But if we really be honest, we create that stuff ourselves by enlightenment. The more enlightened you are about yourself, the more you start to real. If I put you in boot camp and you didn't know how strong you were, when I showed you how strong you were, when you become weak, you will compare to how strong. Like you never know how strong you were until you showed your strength, and now it's like now you have something to compare. You never knew you were strong until you went through a strong situation. Now you can compare strong from weak, but you never could compare it unless you went through it. So a lot of people are being more aware of what society is, but they're not. A lot of people is not learning through experience. They're learning through social media. A lot of people is not experiencing the trauma and stuff like that. They're just looking at it through social media, and that's depressing them alone. When you see people dying in massive numbers, you see poverty, you see killing, you see rape, you see so many bad things, and even in your neighborhood, you hear gunshots and murders stuff like that. You would think with all those situations going on, by people being conscious and people being aware, you would see some change. But I noticed that we used our conscious and awareness for more selfishness. That's what we're using our consciousness for. We're using it to be, yo, it is. It's in there. People joining now. People join already. You don't see the link? I'm gonna send it to you through your phone. I'm gonna send it to the bro through. So you see what I'm saying? So I thought the more conscious we became, I thought that would bring more enlightenment or more stuff like that. That brought more fighting. That brought more debates. Like people is like, I've never seen so many freaking Muslims and Christians and pastors and preachers in my fucking life. But you know what? Really, that didn't bother me because it's like, okay, people is good to talk with a more spiritual heart or more spiritual mind or more spirit. But you know what it is? It's not even off of love. It's off of more like I'm smarter than you. I'm better than you. I never seen so many men dealing with depression, anxiety. I never seen so many men go through unmanly things and can't handle it. Like, like men now is having so much hard time with dealing with emotions because they never had to deal with emotions before. But this world has become so emotional that if a man is not dealing with his emotions, he don't even now he's not even a man. And before it was the opposite. Men don't deal with emotions. We don't deal with that. Society has changed to where if a man don't deal with his emotions, he's not a man. And who made those fucking rules? How can we keep changing? 1 minute man is tough, next minute man is soft. Like it's one rule with man. You can't keep changing our shit, yo. But based on how society goes, is how a man will always change. So Men now is way different than what men was in your grandpop era. Your men grandpop, he worked hard. He did what he's supposed to do. He did a certain things, you know what I mean? Like it was different, you know what I mean? And it was what it was, you know what I mean? There was no like nobody bashing them, nobody tearing them down, nobody judging them, nobody, man, people, it is what it is. We all live in an under umbrella where 90% of the time everybody's like this. But now we live in a community where everybody is judging everybody. And we should be loving everybody. We shouldn't be judging nobody. We're not even in a position to judge. You see what I'm saying? That's not even our thing. You see what I'm saying? But we go hard with that shit because that's the only thing we know. And that's the only thing we teach. You feel what I'm saying? Hey yo, let me tell you some real shit. Be real for a minute, yo. You know how many kids I see now, right? How many young people I see right now that really are soft. Like they don't really have no strength like that. They don't really like that's why look, parents ain't parents no more. See what I'm saying? They don't, it's like we don't, we're not really in tune with this shit no more. Let me tell you some shit. Open my joint up, right? Real gangster shit. We grew up in a time, right? If you wasn't on your shit, you get knocked off your shit, you heard? Totally different time, man. Totally different situation. See what I'm saying? You don't have to be nobody no more. You don't have to be anybody. You can be comfortable with being yourself, and even yourself ain't nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like you don't really have to be anything anymore. Back in the day, all we wanted to be was something. See the difference? Like these niggas don't want to be nothing. We go into a time right now where people is living with idols now. Like people idolizing people. People don't have no religion no more. They idolizing idols. People don't have no fucking religion. Fuck religion. People have idols now. No more religions no more. Nah, that shit's out the window. People don't have no fucking religion. People go with idols. They idol people. Yo, I idol him. I idol that. I idolize. People idol people. They don't, we're going to a day and age now where kids are dying. They said they're the future. We won't have a future if they keep killing each other. 10-year-old kids are killing each other. You know what I'm saying? We are not religious anymore. These kids are not religious. They have idols. They don't have God. Nah, they don't have God. We're going back into those times where people used to worship idols and shit. We're going back in those times slowly but surely. We don't know what that time is like because we never lived in it. You see what I'm saying? We never, hold on.
Salute, bro.
Salute. You already know.
Salute. What's going on, man?
You already know.
Yeah, you was heating up just now. You was going in a certain direction just now. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I gotta get the hell out of here. Let me clock out real quick, because I gotta jump in this one. I can't just, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna get into it, bro.
Yeah, man. How you been though?
Yeah, staying out the way so I ain't in the way, man. Regular shit. You know how we do.
Yeah, man.
I saw your thing right quick, and I was looking at it, and like, and I just wanted to do a live on it because it's how can I explain it? Like when you hear real shit, it makes you want to build on it. You see what I'm saying? Like
you like piggyback off of it.
Yeah. So when I heard that shit, it was like at first it didn't even know that real nigga shit. That shit ain't even what it is no more. Like it was a thing at maybe one point in time in the world.
Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't exist.
Nah.
The word still exists, but the actions behind it doesn't exist no more.
Yeah, the actual energy behind that word is not the same. It's like the complete opposite. It's like death,
bro.
It's death. That's straight up, bro. That shit hold no weight no more.
You know what it is? I'm gonna be 100% real, right? You don't have to be a real nigga no more. You can just be a nigga.
Yeah.
Like when I grew up, if you wasn't a man of honor or a man of dignity, pride, and all that shit like that, you would get picked. I'm gonna give you some real shit, right? I'm gonna give you some real shit. We picked on each other when we was young.
Yeah.
When we was young, we slap box. Nigga, shut the fuck. What you want? Slap box?
Yeah,
what's up,
Stone Cold Stunners, all types of stuff.
Wrestling moves, off the turnbuckles with niggas. No, I'm gonna tell you something, right? When you did that, that made us tough.
Yeah.
These niggas ain't tough because they never do tough shit. So when you say, yo, I'm gonna throw you off the turnbuckles, soon as you throw in the dirt, he like, oh, what you want to? He about to get a gun. He about to shoot you, bro, because his dad was never rough with him. His peers was never rough with him. So when you be rough with him, he thinks you're trying to hurt him. Like he automatically like, yo, he trying to hurt me, yo. He's not even trying to. This is what men do. We're rough. We're rough.
Yeah.
Shut up, nigga. Punch you in your chest. Shut up, nigga. What's up, nigga? Now it's like men. I'm gonna tell you what's real. Females have became so famous that niggas is on some bitch shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that was the part where I was like, nah, I gotta say something on that, right? And that's what messes it up, right? Because it's like a reverse, like, how can I say, they did like a reversal on the balance. It's like the man is the woman and the woman is the man, but that throws the whole earth off because the frequencies that's being put out, it don't match what it's supposed to match. It's like trying to put a 3-prong plug in a 2-prong receptacle. It's not gonna match. They both, it's gonna give the plug energy, but it can't fit in there. It's not compatible. So now it's just creating chaos and anarchy. Because on top of that, like whatchamacallit, like, because I was doing a lot of research, bro. Because I went through like a small depression for like 2 weeks, and I had to tap into all of these industry tactics, right? So they automatically, like, even before, like, colonization and all that, bro, they knock women off their divinity, bro. And through the ages, they got more masculine than masculine than masculine because they have to pick up on the slack of the men, you know what I'm saying? Because we out here emotional, I'm gonna do this, ego and all that shit. That shit is an industry move, bro. They throw frequencies out here through vision, through taste, through hearing, like literally, bro. Like they do that. I don't know what frequency they put out there, but it throws you off a track, bro. And it's hard for you to get back in tune with yourself because you mentioned enlightenment as well, right? Before you become enlightened, you have to have a clear mind. That's what I started understanding. You cannot enlighten yourself with a toxic ass, clouded ass mind. So you have to control the frequencies first. Understand what's coming your way. People's included in these frequencies. You know that.
That's a fact.
So you gotta control all of that so you can have a clear mind state. And once you do that, bro, then you could go for enlightenment.
It's not, all right. When how can I explain it? Like women, men has becoming more comfortable being.
I think I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
I don't know, like just soft. You know what I mean? Like, look, like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. When we was growing up, females didn't want no soft ass nigga. You couldn't be soft. You couldn't be none of that shit. I know some niggas right now, ugly as fuck. They got the baddest female. You know why? Because if you say something to her, he gonna beat you the fuck up. And she know that. She know that nigga right there. He might not look that good, but that nigga got respect. He got honor. He got dignity. And he gonna provide for his family, right? Regardless, he gonna do whatever he got to do. He gonna go kill somebody. He gonna get a job. He gonna do whatever he gonna do, right? These new dudes, right? They're not willing to take the same risk that we did as men because they got scared by the information. So we didn't have information, so we had to find out in the courtroom. You see what I'm saying? These dudes watch a lot of other niggas go down and they just like, fuck it, we ain't go down that road. We didn't do that because we knew we had to take certain steps for mom to have milk in the house. We had to take certain steps for sister to have shoes. So we was willing to go put ourselves in situations, and our family praised us because they know we risk our life for them to eat. The other ones, it's not the same thing. So now women are risking their life and women are doing certain things. So they're like taking on that that mentality,
that provider role, and they're supposed to be they're supposed to be nurturing. They're supposed to be in the crib. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that.
They're not doing. And the thing about it now, dudes are being more. How can I like I'm gonna keep it real. Like I'm only going. I'm gonna go from my brain. Fuck my brain. My brain don't count. I'm going for what I see, from what I'm seeing. Right.
Yeah.
Females would be with a nigga that's good, but cheat on a nigga with him that ain't shit. Meaning like, yo, this nigga right here, he's a good nigga, but that's the only thing he is. He's good, but he's not fun. He might not be entertaining. He's not none of this shit. He's just a good nigga. And sometimes
he's not living life on the edge. That's the problem.
And that's boring. So what happens is they will be with a nigga like that, but they will cheat on you with a nigga that can bring some life to you. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That nigga, like, you a good dude. Don't get me wrong. You a good nigga, but you boring as fuck. Like, you don't do shit. You not about nothing. So this nigga over here, he ain't shit, but he get to the bag. This nigga got her looking different. Cause I always been told you can always tell how good you doing based on how good your girl look. You see what I'm saying? That's your biggest accessory. Not you, nigga, your girl. So if your girl looking good, that lets me know you really get into the bag because your girl look good. You see what I'm saying? So nowadays, I can't say you doing too good when the people around you ain't looking too good. You see what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like you can't be doing too good when the people around you ain't really doing anything. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I go off. So when I go around, when I'm looking at people now at just people around me, I'm not just around, like just in a world, like people now, like male and female, they going after what they feel and not what they need. People going after what they like, yo, I don't want nobody to control me. I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. Even though that's what you need some fucking structure. You need somebody to tell you what to do. You rather be with a nigga that won't tell you what to do, but you would cheat on that nigga with a nigga that's aggressive and like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Bitch, you know what it is. Come over and suck the, you know what I mean? And you would listen to that.
Yeah, because they don't understand, like they don't understand the enslavement. This enslavement is deep, bro. I'm talking like it's so deep, bro, that I fake got a little nervous after a while because like even that interpretation on what they think is like, all right, the leader, right? Aggression is not the leader. Aggression, you know, I gotta get into. All right, let me just get into my theory. Not even a theories, but what I've read, right? So, like with the enslavement of the planet, right, which is through labor, right? Because we all have to work, right? Nobody questions why. What are we working for? If we were given divine rights to the resources that we are around, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Somebody came here and enslaved everybody. They had to, and they had to be of a high power or high intelligence, because people that see, like, if a fucking talking frog comes from a spaceship right now, it's going to affect us in a way where, number one, we're never going to forget it. We got to tell everybody about it, and we may worship it. Not us, the modern man, because, you know, we're not that primitive. We have a better understanding, but we're going to think it's something divine or alien still, regardless.
Fact.
Right? So with the industrial faces there, right? I mean, yeah, they push violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, they told you to start killing animals and all this shit, hunt for food. Number one, we was vegan, bro. We was vegan. They don't even tell you that ancient Africans was vegan, bro.
Certain tribes it was, that's a fact.
Yeah, so
certain
you know what I'm saying? But they pushing this killing notion, because you gotta understand, you taking a soul at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they eat meat now. Like they be on it. I ain't gonna hold you. They be wilding.
Because they have, like, they know, like, see, the thing about us, we don't go off what we need. We go off what we studied. So like in the jungle, you know your body, like they know they eat meat every like once in a month, because they know they don't need meat to survive, but they need meat on certain situations, because it ain't the meat that really takes care of you. It's all the stuff that the animal ate that's in the meat that's
right.
So it's like, okay,
that's a good interpretation.
So it's like, okay, we don't eat goat every day, but once out of a month we'll eat goat, celebrate, we eat a couple goat, you know what I mean? But then certain tribes, based on their environment, it might be real desert. it might be like real desert environment. So what they'll do, they might eat a lot of certain things, meat, because they lack a lot of liquids. Or you got certain places in the jungle where you might eat a lot of baboon, they might eat a lot of monkey because that's their resource. So it's really based on your environment. It's not really based on your diet, because based on wherever you live, your diet is going to be your environment. You know what I mean? America diet is always going to be so wide because you have so many choices. If I put you in a jungle right now and there was no choices, but what the fuck you had in that jungle?
You gonna eat that. You wouldn't be vegan. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You only got these options because you live in an environment where they give you options. If you didn't have a place where they gave you options, you will only eat what the fuck you were around. But living in America, we're privileged. We can eat what the fuck we want. We got options. We can read the labels. We can do it. In the jungle, there's no label to read, nigga. You gotta smell that fruit. You gotta smell it and see if it's fresh. You gotta taste it. You can't. There's nothing to read. So here we're more technical and we're smarter, but sometimes our information takes away our nature because we're you know what I mean? So
basically
we're thinking too much about the bug instead of just letting the bug give us fucking life. Like we're thinking more, you know, if it bites you, you can get fucking this and this. Don't worry about what it see, just let the bug crawl on you. You're thinking too much because what you learned. And the people in the jungle, they don't know all that shit. They just go out there, move the bug out the way, and keep pushing. But because you sometimes information makes fear. It causes fear.
Yeah.
And that's what it's doing. Information is causing people to be scared of everything. And it's even caused us to be scared to be around people. Us, our own people.
Yeah, because you got to think about it too, right? Because of like what you just said, right? That all goes into the whole industrial situation besides the natural, you know, because I felt like humanity was about to go extinct at one point, and something just came and just like brought back life to us, you know what I'm saying? But like with the information, right, we was informed of something, and once we got informed of something, it caused division. And then guess what, when you divide it, there's information that you lacked on because the other side you're not looking at because you're divided from it, right? So now you got this arbitrary limitation where you're trying to chase information. And, you know, if we going back then, you can't really, you know, it was kind of hard to get around, man. You can't just walk from Africa to fucking, you know, America, bro. Like, that's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So all of these like tactics that they use, plus the fear mongering, they brought the religion thing into it. You know what I'm saying? That was another thing because in religion, they basically told you to kill some animals in there too, you know what I'm saying? Even outside of the natural stuff that may happen where you have to eat the animal, but they encourage certain behaviors, and when they encourage those behaviors, that makes these people feel like that they're of somebody of high power. And then when you feel like you have high power and you the only group with that knowledge or whatever, anybody that's not aligning with that, you're gonna look down on. So guess what? War is gonna start. Or say, for instance, like with the indigenous people, right? They was one with nature. They was more righteous than anybody around, you know what I'm saying? Because they looked at Mother Gaia, which is Earth, as the mother, the sun is the father, and the skies is the father. You know what I'm saying? The sun gives semen to the earth. So they gave ultimate respect to the environment. And the ancient monks, they follow that type of practice because the indigenous people did everything to perfection, even if it wasn't perfect. They just had the perfectionist mentality because they had so much respect for nature. You know what I'm saying? Now we live in an age where we're destroying nature, right? Just for the sake of labor. And then, all right, if you're doing constant labor for something that's unnatural, like you laboring to fucking, bro, you going to work every single day to get money, right? Then you get this money, then they put in programs like, oh, you got this money. Oh, hey, go to the bar, go do this, go do that. Now you conflicted with that if you're broke. You know what I'm saying? But you got responsibilities too. So guess what? You trying to figure ways to work even harder. And then guess what happens? That distracts you from actually micromanaging your own soul and the frequencies that come into your life and creates hazards. You know what I'm saying? And then what's worse, but what's worse about this, bro, is all right, they got something called epigenetics, right? Which is like pretty much you know, like the hereditary stuff that we get in our genes.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you some real shit. This might fuck you up, right? If you don't know it already. So our cells, right? They got something called the epigenome, and you got the genes or whatever. But we're 70% water. Our cells is 65 to 70% water, right?
Yes, facts.
So with water, right, it holds memory and it responds to frequency through vibration, right?
Yeah.
There were studies conducted where like, say if you talk into the water with negative dark,
I seen that.
Yeah, like the crystals will malform. If you have a negative thought towards the water, the crystals will disappear, or it might be the opposite. I forgot the way that it went, right?
They showed you a study on it.
Yeah, but guess what? The epigenome is a cell and it has 70% water, right? The epigenome regulates the behavioral expressions of your genes, meaning it's the one that activates cancer, diseases, and all that, right? So if you're around negative frequencies, right? Like, say if I'm just yelling at you, like, yo, oh fuck you, you dumb ass, boop, 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 boop. The water in your cells is going to respond to that in a negative way. And what is going to happen is going to cause a diseased epigenome. And then the epigenome mitosis, like, because mitosis is the multiplication of cells, right? If you got that epigenome that responded to say, hey, yo, matter of fact, activate this cancer. With that fucked up water, the malformed crystals in the water or whatever, you just multiplied diseases in your body off of a frequency. That's why
you know that too.
Yeah, they know that, and they use that against us. That's why it's so noisy. Like, they try to turn everything into cities and take out nature. You know what I'm saying? So that shit knocks you away from your journey of the soul, because with the soul, like what your purpose is, because I read something called the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, right?
Oh my God, from Bill Carson.
Billy Carson. I got the book right in my book right now. But I read the other version. There was a version that I ain't gonna hold you. That was a tough read. I had to read it like 3 times, bro. But then I got the Billy Carson version where he break it down tangible, bro. Don't said in there.
He's a beast.
Yes, bro. And he's a Virgo. His birthday 2 days after mine. That's why I fuck with him so heavy. Bro, he said that Thoth said in the Emerald Tablets that our journey is to transmute darkness into light.
Yes.
And they had to ward off darkness themselves in the Atlantean days, and they knocked it off with high vibration, right? So what he said in the Emerald Tablets is, we're supposed to be going against the darkness. The darkness right now is capitalism.
Yes.
The NWO, whatever we want to call it, because they're distracting us from showing love. If you show love, you automatically cure yourself. Cure yourself over time, because it's giving off a high, healthy vibration. And it also, like, similar to a match. You could be in a cave, and if you light a match, it's gonna light up the whole situation, right?
Yeah. For a long travel, yeah.
Right. So what we're supposed to do is enlighten ourselves after we heal from whatever traumas that's clouding us and controlling our frequencies. We supposed to enlighten ourselves to the point to where we get this knowledge of where the hell we came from in the first place. But in order to get this light, we need more people to show love, unconditional love, not just love, unconditional love. And guess what? Right. That's why in 10 years we're gonna get knocked off the planet, because if we showed that love, it would build the psychology to take care of each other, including nature.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not. I'm gonna tell you something real. People don't like to hear this, but this is real. When you're not connected to nothing, you're not gonna be connected to nothing.
Right.
So we're not connected to anything but information. And that doesn't get us nowhere. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good to have, but it's not good to have if you're not using it. Information doesn't do anything if you're not using it. Mm-hmm. What I notice now, people are getting the information but not using it. They're just getting information to use against other people. And that's why it's hard to build with everybody. I'm gonna tell you something. It's hard to build with men or females, because females think they know enough now to talk over a man, and men think they're smart enough now to talk over a female. So they think just because they're a man, they should talk over a female, and females think just because they have rights and we're equal, they should talk over a man. So even that alone is going to cause confusion, because right there. A man doesn't know his place in the situation, and the woman don't know her place in the situation. So now you got two people in the situation but don't know their place in them. So that's
Right.
where it's going to be corruption. So how can, if you don't know your place in a situation, how can you teach your kids or other kids or even other people about places when you lost your own place? So like
That's a fact.
it's
Yeah.
like, and
Hell yeah.
everybody now just wants to be in a place, but they don't even know what place they in. Everybody wants to go to a party until they realize they're in the wrong party. But if you
Right.
didn't want to, if you didn't want to go to a party so fucking bad, you'd never put yourself in a bad party. But that's what happens when you just want to go to any party, not knowing every party ain't for you. But
Right.
everybody now, they just don't want to be alone. And this is another thing. A lot of people, all right, like, look, man, look, this is about to go deep. I don't mean to go deep, but I can't help my brain when I get messages or whatever it is.
Download. Yeah.
White people are not really religious like that, right? They're not
Yeah.
really religious. They're more business. They will be religious if it has an investment involved.
Yeah.
Black people are very religious without a dollar sign. They just look at God to help them get out of a situation, they have faith and all stuff like that. What I notice is when you mix black and white together, you not only mix it, but you take God out too.
Mm. Mm.
Because
No. Mm.
a lot of mixed people are not really religious.
You know, I never thought about that shit. That's
They're not.
crazy.
They're not really religious. They might be successful. They might be very like that. But I notice mostly people that's religious are very dark skinned people.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why they say we indigenous. Like, you know, we basically was the Native Americans because we still have them hereditary traits that
so
last till today.
So when you mix the gene, a person that's mixed don't feel as though they have to be 100% black because they're not. So when you have that option, you're not going to be 100%. You're going to be half it. So when you do that as a big race, now you're not only making you're making a whole race of people that's their own people. Back in the day, if you was a light-skinned person, you was still a Black Panther. You was still black. You still got treated. Nowadays, if you're light-skinned, you don't pick a side. You're not black. You're not white. You're just light-skinned. So when you start, it's not, you're not connected to us because you're not labeling yourself as us. So now you can't even say you're for us because you're not even considering yourself as us. So you're like us because 9 times out of 10 you grew up in an environment where you couldn't deny us. That's like a white person that grew up in the hood their whole life. They're going to love us because they have no choice but to go around us, but they're not going to go out their way to open up charities. They're not going to go out their way to open. They're not going to do that. But a person of color might, because they're more connected to the neighborhood because of their skin. So it's like when you get it's weird, but when you see a lot of these dudes, man, they're like a lot of niggas that's dark skinned. I'm not even going with race, bro. I'm just giving you the when Tupac was saying the darker the blacker the berry, sweeter the juice, darker the skin, deeper the roots. You know what I mean? I'm just giving that little bit of what he was saying. But a lot of black dudes I know that's very dark. They're very like, how can I explain it? They're pimps, they're conscious, they're very like whatever, they're very this. A lot of ones that's like lighter, they're just used like their complexion, or they'll use like their whatever. They don't really use like their game. They don't really have all that game. They don't really have all that. You don't even see too many, like they don't really have all that. They don't really do all that, but they have the experience from living in the hood.
Yeah.
They don't have the rhythm. They don't have the speaking. They don't have all the black, but they have the experience.
You dead right about that. I ain't think about that.
The experience from living around black people makes them feel like they're black, but because they never had a connection with them, they would never go out their way to help them. Ever.
Right. Never. Right. No, that's a fact.
They never felt connected to them because when they was outside, they talked about, they felt this, they felt that. We all got talked about, but they took it a little different than so you don't really see too many of that because they don't feel like they're part of the community. You know what I mean? They don't feel like they're part, and by they don't feel that way, they're not going to go hard for the community. But like I said, if we was living in 1980, 1970, as long as you a person that has one drop of color in you, you are a person of color.
Yeah, they calling you black. Yeah.
And it's not because you wanted to be black, it's because people treated you like that. So a lot of women back in the day, they will, if they was light skinned, they will put a lot of powder on their face so they can get in white places because they wanted to look more white. So they would do white stuff. They would say white words. They would do little white stuff. You know what I mean? To get themselves in the door. You know what I mean? But then you got the other ones that even though their skin was light, they still acted like a black person, so they treated them as that. So since they got treated as that, they went to like environments where they was accepted. So the Black Panther Party, NAACP, they was going to all these civil rights movements, and you'll see these women that was very light in these environments because they got treated as such. But nowadays, it's not that no more. It's sad. It's sad to say, but we're all distant from each other, really based off race now. Like we used to be like, yo, nigga. You know, we used to be like, yo, if you black, I'm black, nigga. We all black. We all come together. It's not
like light skin, dark skin. The old, know, the Tyrone niggas and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's the whole game plan. The more divided, the less. I am. The peace. I mean, damn, I was about to say peace and blessings. I heard you. Yeah, but the more you divide, the more you're able to conquer. They want us to keep being slaves, like to this labor system, and also they don't want us to tap into that inner. They don't want you to understand yourself at all, because once you understand yourself, you understand your true value and how you understand what your potential is and what you need to do, what you need to be responsible for on this earth, right? And you're not going to be inclined to, working with capitalism and all that, because nowadays people feel like, you have to deal with capitalism, or you have to deal with the industry. No, you don't. You can go grow your own food. You can do all of this. A Black Wall Street is not going to happen again, because now people is more conscious of Black people being endangered to certain things. But because Black people is so afraid of the possibility of another Black Wall Street and the enigma of actually having to build a Black economy, they don't want to do it. They rather just say, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris. You know what? I'm a Democrat. I don't fuck with Republicans. But in all actuality, even with white people, everybody's supposed to be together. Everybody got it. Like the whole world is supposed to be showing love right now.
And you know what I'm saying? You can't. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I want it to be that way, but you can't.
You can't. It's not going to happen, bro.
It's not going to happen because too many weirdos. It's too many people. I'm with being a follower. I'm okay with being a follower because I know I need a leader. I'm okay. A lot of people is not willing to say that. They're not willing to say, yo, man, I need a fucking leader. I'm fucked up. Show me a way. When you got a whole bunch of people that say, I want to be the leader. No, why you got to be the leader? Man, fuck that. I want to be, why should you be the leader? It's like, that's why we're not going to do it, because we're not willing to accept somebody over us.
Right. And you know where that came from? You know exactly where that came from? Slavery, nigga. Slavery. I was about to
say that.
The house slave versus the field slave.
Please, Don P.
The field slave. Oh, peace, Don P. Oh, shit, my bro. But, the field slave, they hated the field work, because guess what? It's hard work. Hard work. As opposed to the house slave, they in there chefing it up. They could cut their own specific portions of meat. They can sit on a chair. They can drink some coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is an epigenetic trauma that lasts till this day. Genetic traumas can last 20 to 50 generations. We got traumas in our bloods from the 1700s, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that trauma is the reason why there's black on black and all of this stuff, competition, people battling for resources and all that stuff. And it's not even that serious, because it's like, yo, if you link together, like, it deludes your mind to the point where you don't even see the light of love by unity. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You don't see that. You don't see how much money you could generate. You don't see how much intelligence you have in front of you. Because, they worried about the immediate situation, because also ego. You have to eliminate ego out your soul, bro, or you will never see the light. But this whole world is ego dominant. So, like you said, to back up what you said, we will never see the light. Yeah. We gonna go down with this planet, unfortunately.
Because we carry our pain too much, and we can't. God and fear don't live in the same house. The thing, people are not when you wake up in the morning, you gotta say, man, thank God for waking me up this morning, man. I thank God for everything He
Right.
did for me. I thank
Yeah.
God for loving me. I thank
Give
God for honoring
gratitude.
me. You know what I mean? See, this is the thing. I do it on a scale of grace and submissiveness. I just
Yeah.
don't say it because I want something done. I want Him to protect me. I'm doing. God knows I'm submissive to Him.
Yeah.
I know that sounds weird, but I am. That's why when He tells me to do something, I do it. Even though I don't want to do it, I do it because I'm submissive. If you can't be submissive to God, you can't be submissive to nobody else. I'm telling you that. Because if you can't be submissive to somebody higher than the world, then you ain't got no submissive in you. Because that's the most submissive person you should ever be submissive to. Because He is the reason you are breathing, living, and all these other things. So I have to be submissive. It's not that I want to. It's that it wouldn't be right if I didn't. So we're doing things that's what's right. We don't do things that's how we feel. The world now is so in tune with their feelings that they don't even know what the fuck to do right. They don't know. They really don't know.
They will never know.
They will not. So it ain't for them.
It's like Grand Theft Auto. You see a random, just some guy walking in the street. That's that person that you're talking about. That's the NPC that you're talking about.
They're real, bro. People think that shit. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you the only way this is gonna work. I'm not here to like talk about, like, be real. This country is going to shit. We're starting to look like a fucking joke. We're starting to be fucking funny. We're starting to make presidential look like a fucking Saturday Night Live. This shit ain't what the fuck it is. I don't like it. You see what I'm saying? We're starting to look like a
go through a
country of
collapse.
entertainment. Look, I'm gonna tell you what I think we should do. Before all this shit, the fan, a lot of people, a lot of men, a lot of females. I know y'all scared. I know y'all scared to make choices. I know y'all scared to leave your mom and dad and brothers and sisters. But I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If your brothers and sisters really love y'all, then they will want you in a better situation. So if you know being this and putting yourself out here will put you in a better situation, then you should fucking do it. And if your family don't want to see you in a better situation, don't let their fears be put on you. Fuck them.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what we gotta do. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. We got to come together before it's fucking over. They're going to put so many fucking stakes on this passport that you ain't going to never leave this motherfucker day in your life. I'm going to tell you something. You better fucking leave while you have a chance. I'm telling you, while land is cheap, while everybody is still trying to find a way to get out of here, people right now, this presidential shit ain't going to stop. This is just a start, man. I'm telling you, y'all think Trump is bad. Wait until the next 15 presidents y'all see lined up. Y'all don't even know what's in the fucking
bro. It's so
y'all
real, bro. This election right here.
This will woke me up.
This is gonna be crazy. This one is gonna be crazy. There is so much shit that could happen, bro.
Yo,
there could be a civil war, but then also in 10 years, this planet may be too hot to be inhabited. Like, it's so much going on that people don't realize, and they like, yo, vote. I'm like, yo, fuck that. Yo, stop indulging in capitalism. Start learning to grow food. Start learning to make your own clothing. Start because you contributing to people that's destroying the plant. Yeah, and we can't. You're absolutely right.
Let me tell you something, bro. Can I flip my camera around? Let me go to cam. Let me see something. Camera settings.
Yeah, how do you do that? I'm about to show you too. I'm about to
face front.
Hold on.
Face back. All right, so I don't give a fuck. Look, man. Let me show y'all something, man. Y'all see, hold on.
This is where I'm at. Nature.
First of all, y'all gotta.
I told Don P I was gonna move down south too.
You see this right here, Don P? You see what that is? Relax.
This is beautiful.
See that?
Field.
So
birds.
That's my big one right there. Right?
Now let me see what you talking about, bro.
So this is the big one. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, bro.
We got another one right here growing.
Yeah, bro.
See what I'm saying? We got beans. We got tomatoes. We got lemon balm. We got another one growing. Hold on. We got corn. We got cucumbers. We got peas too. I don't get it fucked up. We got peas. You want some peas? I got some peas right here. All right, got some peas.
I'll take some peas. I'll barter with you. I'll build the black economy with you.
Let's go inside. So we got basil, fresh basil, whole bunch of basil, cilantro. We got lavender, more beans.
I love it.
Another flower, plants all in the house. Don't get it messed up. So
that's what it's about. I love that. It made me mad energies just seeing that. I was like, coffee.
I'm trying to learn how to make my own MPK water for nutrients, flosserate and potassium. I'm trying to make my own water to learn how to. I mean, keep my plants healthy and shit like that. Hold on, man. Put my shit back on. Hey, yo, look, I'm gonna tell you what's real, man. I ain't here to lie to y'all or none of that shit, yo. I'm gonna keep it 100% real, yo. All that fear shit gotta go the fuck out the window, man. All that fear shit.
Fear,
That shit
ego,
is whack, man.
pride,
that shit is whack. Yo,
judgment.
Hey, yo, I got corn growing all in the yard. All in the yard, just corn growing.
Yeah,
stalks.
bro.
All right, look, I'm
on it.
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. No bullshit. I can't do this by myself. I ain't a person that got enough income. I can, don't get it fucked up, but you can't really build by yourself. It takes a lot more work. So what I'm trying to do is like, yo, like I always been talking about this, Cross. You already know we always been talking about it. We gotta come together before while we still young, while our legs still fucking work, while our body still work. You know what I mean? We gotta start doing, and we gotta fucking leave this shit, bro. And we're gonna give. I said we could. I'm tell you something. We could work like 6 months. We can do this YouTube shit and try to build as much people we can before we dip out. So if it could be like Don P, it could be Spawn, it could be whatever niggas in here, and the niggas that we've been rocking with for a long time. Like, yo, if this what niggas really want to do.
Oh, Spawn is here. I ain't see him in a minute.
Yeah, Spawn here too. You know what I mean? So if Spawn want to go, look, bro, we need as much as we. I say at least 5 niggas. 5 niggas, and we could bring if them. They could bring they like if you could bring like if your own little set of little. You can grab some wherever you at. It ain't matter. You know what I mean? Whatever. But our whole thing is like we gonna grab some land. Grab a little crib on land, bro. I seen a compound, a fucking house with 2 houses on it, nigga, with a bathroom, everything else like that for only like $1,000 a month. You see what I'm saying, bro? So I'm looking at shit like that, bro. Like I'm talking about sitting on a land with like 4 or 5 acres of land, bro, and that's only $1,000 a month. I'm talking about like we can buy some land right now. I'm talking about like at least 10, 15 acres for only 10,000, bro. Like easy bread. Like I'm talking about, but bro, we gotta go across. We gotta go cross water. I'm talking about like Costa Rica, Panama. Man, I'm talking about like shit like that.
That don't matter as long as we got the manpower to do it and to manage it. That's the concern. You know, that's it right there.
I'm telling you. So what we got to do is we're gonna chop this shit down. We're gonna grow our own shit, bro. We're bro. We can come there with like 40, 50,000 like that. Just we're gonna live off the fucking land. Only thing I probably want is a van or a bike, my nigga. After that, I don't want no jewelry. I don't want 20 pair of clothes, nigga. I just want 10 outfits. I just want that, nigga. And I don't want to shape. I probably shape up every 3 months. Nigga, I'm living.
Bro, I don't like, even go to the barbershop no more. I just,
you see what I'm saying?
Use like, them. I just use the clippers, and if it look good, it look good. I don't care. I'm divine, bro. At the end of the day,
you already know we on it. I haven't been to barbershop since Mexico. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Like we gotta really get on that. Like I'm really on that shit. Like I know how to really be happy without having a lot. Like America makes me feel like I need a lot to be happy. So sometimes it makes me unhappy because I don't have a lot. But I don't need a lot to be happy. So it's sometimes that's what causes depression, anxiety, and all these things because it makes you feel like you need all these things to be happy. And when you don't have these things, you don't have. But when I noticed when I lived outside the country, as long as you have your family. And they're smiling because they got some food in their stomach and they can go to sleep without a whole bunch of bugs biting them. I think that's the most peaceful thing in life. But over here, it's like, damn, my kids ain't got the biggest TV. My kids ain't got that. My kids ain't got that. I don't have anything. It's not like that over any place. Family is important, not the things that you have. You know what I mean? So that's what I like to focus on, family. And I like to be around people that's about family. When my wife will get pregnant, they don't say, oh, nah, you got to get rid of that. They celebrate. Oh, hell yeah, nigga, that's another one. They feel good. Here, America, they be like, well, you know, it's expensive. You know, why would you want another one? Oh, here we go.
Because they got a lack mentality. That's what it is.
I'm saying? So
that lack mentality is destructive.
I don't like that because then it puts that your fear goes on me and then that caused me to be uncomfortable because now I feel like I'm making choices that might make you unhappy and nobody want to make somebody happy, especially when you're a passionate person. So if I feel like I got too much passion but I'm around the wrong people because they're not going to be passionate to my passion. So I feel like if I have to be around passionate people because if I'm not, I'm going to be angry a lot because my passion is not taking it as passion, it's taking it as it just judge. But when you're around other people that's loving, they don't look at what you're doing. They're looking at how you taking it or how you feeling or how whatever they take it more deeper. So America
and the most important thing though, they love you for you and they appreciate you. That's the main thing right there. That's that right there is very important because when somebody loves and appreciates you, but then they talk to you like for instance, like this conversation right now, when you started showing your environment right now, right? I got energy from that, positive energy. Like to the point where I was just tired because I was working, but I got hype, right? You just raised my vibration. That's what you need around. Anybody that makes you feel any different from that, you gotta cut them off. I don't care who it, yo, bro. In the past month, right? Because my frequency went down for a little bit, and I was trying to figure out what's going on because I was getting angry. And I realized what it was. I cut off like 10 people, bro, that I grew up with. No remorse. I ain't say anything. I just cut them off. Just because this is a serious journey that people don't, you know, they take it for granted. Yeah. I'm not trying to be held bondage to, you know, the vices and habits of what people's doing in their perspective realities. My perspective reality ain't yours. Mine's is all I need. All I need, if we talking material, I'm going with my PS5, my phone, so I can do my content. I don't really care about nothing else.
Yo, you can give me my PS5. You only got to give me internet. Just give me a game I can play.
Yeah, right. I'm good with that. I'm fine.
I'm good with that.
I'm good. You know, some books or something. Yeah, like I'm good.
Yo,
everything else, just walking around, hugging a tree, a damn bat crashed into my head. That's the stuff that excites me. Like a bat crashed into my head like 2 weeks ago. And I was flipping out.
That shit give you excitement. It's like, oh,
yeah, like it scared the hell out of me, but it was like, I just, it's funny because it's nature. Anything with nature, I appreciate, even if it crashed into my head and scared the shit out of me.
That's when you know you're connected. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Look, see, this is the whole thing I was saying about the whole thing. You can be conscious, my nigga, but that don't make you connected. Like, look, I know niggas right now that know, yo, I know trees got 300 fucking leaves, 200 branches.
Yeah, they got that whole shit.
But they would never ever water that tree if they saw it dying, bro. Like they would never ever do anything to make the situation better, even though they are aware of a situation. So that's why I tell niggas, man, just because you conscious don't make you a connected nigga. Like, you see what I'm saying? So this is the thing. When you out there, look, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I know niggas that get all those fucking food stamps and they don't feed no fucking animals. You know, you can go right now to Walmart and use your food stamp to buy peanuts that come in the shell and go out there and feed the squirrels. Nigga, I do it, motherfucker. Like,
yeah, I do it.
Food stamp, you know what I mean?
I know a squirrel.
My wife, every time that bag go empty, my wife is at Walmart. Even it could be her last little $20 or $5. She's going right up there to Walmart and buy a bag of fucking peanuts for the squirrels. And them niggas be out the door every day waiting on that shit.
Yeah.
And I know Blue Jays like fucking peanuts too. So now, yo, I'm going out. I'm just walking. I know Blue Jays like fucking peanuts too. So now Blue Jays waiting to get the peanut shit. Now you got birds coming in front of the house looking. So I look at it like they know that you're giving back. They're looking at you like, yo, this nigga's really helping us out. Like, I fucks with him. So now, like, I don't know. I feel like the universe. I don't know how I look at it, but I don't do it for nothing to look at. I just do it just to do it. Like, it ain't like I don't have no intentions behind it. I don't have nothing behind it. Just like, yo, shit, I just love nature. Let me get back to it. I feel like I'm in a position that I can help. Niggas giving all these goddamn stamps. Why don't you give some of these stamps to the animals, nigga? They can use some of these goddamn stamps. You see what I'm saying? But if niggas start doing that in the collective, they'll stop giving niggas stamps. They'll stop giving it to a niggas.
Nah, they would, because they don't want those acts of love to be shown, because it's going to cause a paradigm shift on the frequency of Earth. You know, it's going to be a higher vibration of love.
Yep. So
and that means you're going to be more responsible too.
Yeah. And that people don't want that. So I look at it like, yo, real shit. Like, how the fuck? Like, I'm like, yo, you got to be real with shit. That's how I look at it. You can't say you're like, you can't say you smart when you're
I'm still writing SpongeBob.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, yo, I know a lot of people right now, they, like I said, they're conscious, but they involve themselves in non-conscious activities. So how can you be conscious when you are aware of activity that's not conscious, but you get involved into them? Me personally,
that means you're not conscious. That means you're knowledgeable.
You're not conscious. There you go. Me, I like to be around all. See, I'm a learner, so I'll go around anything because I'm not here to really like be part of anything. I'm here to get information. Like a fucking cop would be like, they come here to learn. Like, that's what I'm coming here to learn. Like, okay, I'm here to learn this, learn that, and boom, like that. And then I'll take home and build off it. A lot of people take information to use it to make themselves look dominant.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Yo,
you know
bro,
what I mean?
I say I hate that, I don't like to use that word. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. I hate
that. I hate that, bro. Because I look at it like, that's not your job, bro. That's not our job. Is to take the information, be thankful for it, and use it to imply it in your life to make you a better person, or maybe it helps somebody else be a better person. But when you take the information and make it seem like you the motherfucker that like, yo, I'm gonna tell you some real
like
shit.
you the man or something
Like you the man. I'm like, man, fuck out of here. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. We was the man before Google even gave us information.
Right.
Like
we was the
like,
man
bro,
before books, bro.
yeah, you know what I mean? So like I'm
Technically
gonna keep it
speaking.
real. Like I didn't need to be smart to be seen, bro. I was seen before people even know I was smart.
Right.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. So people now is not looking at like we can walk in a room with Walmart clothes on. I'm gonna give you an example. We can, and this is what we was taught. That's why we build on it, right?
Yeah.
We can walk in the room right now with Walmart clothes on. Just me and you walking. It could be full of niggas and females. They just all in their party and shit like that. Me and you walk in there. Now everybody in there got designer clothes on. Me and you the only one that got on Walmart clothes. We got on Walmart clothes. I guarantee the niggas, the females that's talking to those niggas that got the designer clothes on, I guarantee they're gonna look back, see us and say, who's those? Who them?
Right.
Who's that? Now look,
No, for
this is what's gonna happen. The niggas that got all that nice clothes on, they're gonna say, why are you even asking about those niggas when we the niggas with all the money? We the niggas with the chains on. Why you even looking over there?
Competition mentality from the slavery, nigga. Get that slave shit out of here, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what. I got a guess, and I'm gonna go to the salute to Don P. Don P.
Oh yes, yo, I missed this. Yo, Don P, bro. What is up, man?
Oh man, you know,
my boy.
When the gods calls, the people answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. That's why I know we the gods, man. When the gods call, niggas pull up. You heard?
Yeah, the divine is on deck. Yes, I love it.
I really didn't want to interrupt you guys, man. You know, when I seen y'all here, yo, I was going through all types of emotions. I was nervous. I didn't know what to do, man.
Nigga, you always
saying before. I'm like, what the heck? No, I didn't know what to say. You know what I mean? I was at a loss for words, man. I was like, let me not even get up there. I ain't got nothing to say because I hate to interrupt because y'all was flowing. You know what I mean? But
yeah, man,
you know, it's an honor to see you guys, man. Some of the truest dudes I've met on here. You know, we've come a long way, man. You know.
Yeah,
bro. It's a pleasure, man. Yeah, it's been a long road. What is it, like 5 years or something now? This is crazy.
We gotta keep it this way. We ain't trying to break it up. That's why we still keeping everything. You know what I mean? We keeping everything the same, man. Word.
Yeah, and on some real shit, like real man, yo. I always think about you guys, man. Y'all always in my prayers.
Yeah,
Ron, I was thinking about you a couple of days ago, man. Word up. I was wondering what you was up to, man. I was like, I wonder what Ron Cross up to, man, because I lost touch with you, man.
Yeah, bro. I was looking for you when I made this. I made a new YouTube page. I was looking for you, bro, because I'm like, yo, he don't even know that I moved down south. I don't think he doesn't know anything yet, and he don't know like a lot of the stuff that you said. I kind of utilized that, you know, as far as the nature and stuff. Like that was a big impact on me, bro. So I definitely give gratitude to you, bro. You know,
Don P, you gotta send us your number too, so we can put you in our group chat we got for the brothers and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to type my number in the back chat. You know what I mean? So y'all can get that.
All right. Link. Yeah, definitely.
Real, please carry on while I type in the back.
Oh yeah. Right. I forgot. Oh yeah.
Now use out the showing the competition with the information.
Hey yo, I think your energy should speak for. I think this is what I think. I don't want to be mean. I think the people should choose who to be the leader, man. Like I feel like, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think that. I think when we went outside,
I'm in the A spawn.
The environment let us know we was something, even though we had nothing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that let us know we had value, even though we had no value. You see what I'm saying?
Now let me chime in on that real quick.
Go ahead. Do your thing, bro.
It's not that we ain't have nothing. We always had something. They trained us to believe we had nothing because material is something to people that's in industrial enslavement.
That's a fact.
The earth gave us everything that we needed. That's why we was able to make buildings, cars, whatever the case is. You know, but that's all I had to say. You could continue.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Now you can continue.
And we didn't know. We had talent. We had potential. But we didn't see no dollar signs from it unless it came from a higher source. If you were scoring 30 games a night, of course you would go to Georgetown or you go to fucking Duke or something like that. But if you were just a regular nigga on a block, you would try to compare yourself to the nigga that went somewhere compared to the nigga that's still here. not knowing that your talent is way better than his. You just never used them to put yourself in those situations. You know what I mean? So we all had talent. We just didn't know how to use them or utilize them because nobody ever pushed us. Like, as a kid, yo, I never know niggas had talent. I went to jail. I know niggas that can braid hair better than females. Word is bond. Straight braid hair like a motherfucker.
Because everything has a masculine and feminine side. That's the balance. You know, whether people want to acknowledge that. Right.
There's nothing wrong with a man that can braid. If you can braid motherfucker hair, make money off it. But what happens when you go home? And when men say niggas ain't supposed to braid hair, first of all, you was braiding 20 niggas hair in jail, and that's how you ate. So why can't you eat on the streets the same way? But see, when you come outside, there's so much judgment and there's so much people telling you what to do and telling you how you should be that you don't even want to be yourself because being yourself is not good enough for other people. You see what I'm saying?
It makes being yourself stressful itself, which is like you already lost when you feel like that.
So now you don't even want to be nothing. You don't want to be nothing. You're like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Fuck it, I don't want to be nothing. Because if I can't be who I want to be, then why would I just be anything else than that? But then some people, they'll do anything to make a person happy, even though they will even not be themselves to make somebody. But know what happens? It start making them unhappy.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it in the beginning, but what happens is it starts to drain a person because you're starting to put more out than you're getting in return. So it's like you're wasting your battery. You keep wasting. Nothing is charging you. Nothing is
draining your soul.
You're just draining yourself.
You getting a negative charge when you do that.
Yes. And the thing about it, it's like a phone that when you use it, but the wrong way. So you got this person, they're using, but they're never charging you. So now when you die, they're like, man, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just like, damn, I gotta get a new situation.
Another one.
A new victim.
So you got it's really the people mentality. That's why I say like this. You don't have to tell me who you are, because you're always going to show me who you are. So a lot of people, they tell you they want you to believe their ego. But I don't care about your ego. I want to see your nature. Because your nature is something that's every day. Your ego's going to change based on your feelings. If you're not in your ego today, you might let me do something. But if you're in your ego, you're not. But a person that's in your nature, you're going to be like this all the time. So I want to see how you are naturally, not how you are when you're in your feelings. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people now, they always in their feelings. So you never know who the fuck you getting when they actually being they self, because you so used to them being in their feelings. When they're they self, you think they different. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like that weird. Ego creates like a you know how in 2K, even with the ego, like when you saying like, oh, you want to wait to see when somebody is out there, they say if they in their ego, right? You know how in 2K when you play a season and you could simulate the games, like if you don't want to play it.
Yes.
That I feel like it's kind of hard to explain, but like when you in ego mode, you just basically going on autopilot. Like you just went into simulation through your experiences. You're not taking no knowledge, nothing.
You're not playing the game. You're just going. You're just waiting until it's over.
Right. Facts.
A lot of people do that because playing the game actually takes time.
Yeah. And then
when I simulate it, I just sit back and wait until I let everybody do his move, and then at the end, I carry on. But I respected a person that's why I say, man, life is like game. I respect people that's losing and they still play.
Yeah, because you're gonna learn how to play better.
Yes, and that shows me you don't quit. A lot of people they only can play if they're winning.
Yeah, they'll put it on easy mode. Nah, give me hard mode. I need to understand how to really master this.
Yes.
I don't want no cheat codes, none of that. I just want to know what to do so I can obtain my piece.
People can't. People has been used to being everything easy for them. That once you make something hard for them, it makes them use their brain and it aggravates them. They start to be frustrated because you're starting to make them think when they're not used to thinking. If you were used to thinking we become natural. So it will be just your second nature. You will come up with ideas faster than you ever thought. You will come up with solutions way better than you ever thought because you're using your brain to come up with these things. If you're not using your brains and using your emotions, it will never come 100% because by your emotions changing, so will your solutions. So was your everything will change because your emotions change. But that's what I'm saying. We need to be more logic as men because a lot of men is fucking emotional, bro. Like
That's
Emotional
the
than
whole
motherfucker.
point, though. They want that because that emotion is going to last for 50 generations, bro. I'm telling you, if they don't heal that, bro, if they don't get that out there, because number one, you got to end generational poverty so you can. Man, this shit is so deep. I don't even know what order to say it, but you know what I'm saying. Like we got to handle all of this physical trauma, mental trauma, spiritual trauma, just so we can look at the path of the light so we can get to the next level to actually align with the divine, bro. And but we can do this on a small scale, like I said, like just starting off with a small little tribe, like we was talking about. That'll work. And
We got to.
you can't save everybody because anyway, Earth needs a balance. To know darkness, you gotta know light. So that's just a principle of the universe. Like that there's gonna be people that's like messed up or NPCs. That's what creates the balance. That makes like, damn, they're moving in specific ways that I don't like. I don't want to be like that. I feel like they look like this or whatever. It don't even got to be judgment. It's just like you just genuinely don't want to live that same life. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta a lot of people got so much your anger has protected you so much because it made people back away. People have used their emotions to put themselves in a bubble. People say, man, get the fuck away from me. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. They really want to hug you. They really want to give you a hug. They really want to give you, but they're so scared to be rejected. They're so scared to put their hand out and you smack it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared of that. So what happens is they become the hate that they have been received. If I wish that we can use that hate to make it an opposite, to give people what made them hateful in the beginning. So I know that lack of love can make a person hateful. So sometimes I have to be that love to make more love. Like it's like you got to be that cell to make more cells. You see what I'm saying? We're not trying to be that because I feel like we're only being. It's like I said, we're idols now. Everybody's idol. We're going back to now Egypt times, but in the 2024, we have idols, we have entrepreneurs, we have people that we look up to, rappers, we have people that might be podcast talkers. We don't idol them, but we look at them more than we look at God.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like we can repeat what they say, but we can't repeat what God said.
Right.
So that lets us know who we more connected to, because you only can talk about what you're connected to. So if you was connected to plants, if you notice every time you talk about shit, it's always gonna revolve around plants. Yeah, but a vine is if you know people that love God, you always know they talk about God all the time. Yep. Sometimes I'd be aggravated. You be like, damn, why you can't talk about something else? Because they love God. You know somebody that love their wife so much, that's all they talk about when they get around. Hey, yo, I'm gonna keep reminding you, like, nigga, stop talking about your wife all the time. But whatever you love, that's what you're gonna talk about most of the time, because that's what you research most of your time. So that's what your passion is. So people sometimes love negativity. That's why when you do anything positive, it's not effective. It's not effective because they don't love that.
It got coded into I think it's the RNA. It got coded into their RNA. So
that's a fact.
That's like for instance, right? During my dark times, I enjoyed violence. I enjoyed the streets. I enjoyed all the negativity because that was encoded into my system.
Yes,
but once somebody, and I don't know who it was, I believe it was in prison, right? They showed me the light. And I didn't take it serious, but they planted a seed. I didn't understand what they did. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was because I don't know if you ever heard of Moshe. He's actually on YouTube, but I was in the box with him, not in the same gallery with him, but we was in the same facility. But somebody that was close to him was by me, and they were just kicking mad knowledge. But I was like, fuck that shit. This I'm gangster, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But that put a seed in me, and then when I got onto YouTube, it was like, damn, you got some good brothers here. Like this, I actually like this. And then the tree started to grow. It became branches. One branch was Christianity before. Then I was like, nah, I gotta cut that branch off. One branch was Islam. I was like, I like this, but I still nah. But then once I dove into Egypt, that's when I was like, yo, this is some shit, bro. Like, this is so deep, and I'm wasting time now. I gotta forget everything, bro. Forget everything. Like, you gotta just lock into your soul. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even matter what you believe either. If you believe there's something divine, whether it's in you or outward, you still on the right track because you got something that you're actually following. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
And it's still linked to what they tell you to follow. Yeah, some things is tampered with. I'm not even concerned with that. I'm not concerned with the Bible, who tampered with the Bible, none of that. As long as you walking in divine alignment, I have nothing but love for you because you contributing positivity to the earth.
Yes.
And I love
And
it.
regardless
I
of what
have
it
nothing
is.
but love for you. That's the way I see it.
That's called a loving person. You're supposed to be. Yo, my mom told me when I was a kid, she said, I'm gonna tell you something, Jamar. She said, you see those Muslims over there? They going to hell. I was like, damn, they going to hell for what? She said, because they don't worship the same God. They're not Christians. They're not like us. They worship Allah or some of that. They worship Muhammad and all that stuff like that. See, my mom, ignorance didn't make her open-minded to what they really was about, because her religion told her not to be. Her religion say, don't listen to them over there. Don't listen to them. Don't go. So my mom said, well, I have got blessings. I have got testimonies. So what they say, it must be true. So let me just abide by the rules. So that made her closed-minded. But see, my love made me open-minded. See, she didn't have love. She might have a knowledge, might have this, but her love didn't oversee what the church was telling her. My love made me oversee what they were saying. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm not saying that I'm just wrong, but I just can't see God as a loving person would do that, because I'm looking at it as like, Mom, well, how about people that live in other countries that doesn't know about Christianity? She said, Jamar, be quiet. Everybody know about God. It's just everybody don't choose to follow him. So I'm thinking to myself, damn. So you're telling me that people that have been living by their own religion for 5, 10, 20,000 years, they all went to hell? She was like, yep. All of them, because they wasn't Christian. Now, something in my mind said that shit don't make no goddamn sense.
Right.
That don't
that
make
was
no
my debate with
sense.
my grandmother when I was younger.
So I'm like, hold on. So I had to really step back and start analyzing certain things, like Cain and Abel, just little minor stuff at Sunday school. But what I noticed is church. What I noticed, the Christians didn't like the Baptists. Baptists didn't like Pentecostals. Pentecostals didn't like the Catholics and all these other ones. It was like they was all beefing with each other. So I said, is God about beef? Like, would God be like that? Like, yo, y'all can't come here. What is you? What you, Jehovah, man? You can't come here, man. What is you? What you, Buddha, man? You can't come here. I'm thinking to myself, that sound like a human.
That's why the Emerald Tablets is so important, bro. Even the story of because you said Cain and Abel. The way I interpret that is Enki. Yeah, you already know I was about to say.
Yo, bro, Billy Carson is one of my role models.
Bro, so, I love that dude, bro. Like, I listen to that dude all day, every day, bro. Like, I've been listening to him for a minute. Like, look, matter of fact, hold on, let me show you something. So because I'm a cat. You know, I got some receipts for you. I got some receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, yo, bro, you got BandLab? You got BandLab?
I used to have it. I can re-download it though.
Yeah, re-download. Hey, yo, Small. God is not in everybody, bro.
What's this?
God is not in everybody, bro. I used to think that. I used to be like, God. Did you know God didn't create everybody? Ain't that crazy? Some people was created through rape. Ain't that crazy? God didn't create them. They was created through rape. There's a lot of people right now that's a whole countries has been made not by God, but has made through rape, murder, torture. God didn't plan this. Like, the devil really had. Like, I tell people, God made us, but the devil recreated us. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, at one point in time, God he was making people, but now the devil is making so many people. You don't know who's with God, who's the devil now. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people wasn't made through, like, you know what I mean? A lot of those people, they wasn't made through God. It was made through rape.
Yeah, and that goes along to say, like, even with specific Bibles, not all Bibles, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bible got some good information in it, right?
Yeah.
But
you could join.
Here's one idea.
I sent you the link.
What if Satan wrote the Bible?
I'm gonna send you right now. I hear you, bro. Just going to the link.
What if Satan wrote the Bible? Because for Satan to get kicked out of heaven, right? He's a fallen angel, right? That means he has a high level of intelligence, right? He fell from grace, basically, right? I don't know where he landed.
But an evil person that wants control is going to use fear against you to control you, right? They're going to tell you to follow this or this is what's going to happen to you. That's just straight up common sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh, the Bible was actually written by Satan, but I feel like the fear mongering in the Bible, because of course there's some facts in it, and then there's just some stuff that was just like made up. I have a feeling that Enlil has something to do with that Bible, bro.
Of course, they're the originals.
He tampered with some shit. They already genetically modified us. They planted seeds in whatever hominoid was here already. Planted seeds, Adam or whatever the case. Like they took bone marrow from Adam. Like you already know this because Billy Carson out.
Adam wasn't even. They didn't have Adams. Adam wasn't even a name back in those times. They didn't have no English. Look up when A was invented and B was invented. Them people didn't even talk with English words like Adam and Eve. They wasn't talking in that type of language, man. Those letters wasn't even created. The alphabet letters wasn't even created 4,000. Come on, are you serious? That's what I'm saying. People listen to any fucking thing. And the thing, Spawn, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't even think God gave you choices. The devil did, bro. The devil gave you choices. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna try to join right now. I'm gonna be 100% real. When you serve God, bro, you don't got no choice no more, bro. Like all your choices is over with, bro. You got to, even though you want to make a choice, you can't because you already know who you serving now. So that's what it is. You ain't got no fucking choice, bro. You might want to go and drink a beer, but nigga, you ain't got no choice. You can't. You ain't got no choice. When you become connected to a higher power, you submit to all the laws that he lays down. So you're submitting now takes away your choices. When that female wants to go out there and cheat, but she loved that nigga so much she submitted herself to him, she can't cheat now because she submitted her fucking self to him. Now, if you want to, now when you have choices now, you wouldn't submit. You wouldn't submit. You would make a choice. You would say, man, I ain't gotta submit. That's why the devil gave you free will. God didn't give you free will, the devil did, because when you serve God, you have no more free will. You serve me now. Right. Your free will is a dub. It's over. That's what makes you connected to, that's what make God respect you so much when you can follow his laws, because not everybody can. It's like this is what it is. And I'm gonna bring 100 dudes in here. I'm gonna bring 2 saber wolves in here, but I'm gonna let you know some real shit. Only one of y'all is gonna kill him. Mm-hmm. Now that'll shock a lot of niggas. Everybody like, who's gonna do it? Now here's where your choices come in at. Are you gonna sit there and go with it, or you gonna take? Now when you with God, there's no free will. So if you with God, you're gonna fight this saber wolf. But if you're not with God, you're gonna make a choice.
That's a whole fact.
You're gonna make a choice. Well, I ain't gotta fight no bear. What I'm trying to prove, I ain't gotta prove. But when you serve God, you like, well, that's what he say. Well, we're gonna see who's gonna last one standing. That's why people will give their life to God. They will walk thousands of miles with just water and a mule, just to prove to God their love. They will even try to murder their child. They will even God will put you in a crazy situation just to see if you really rock with me. Like, yo, you really fuck with me? All right, kill your nephew. You were like, this how real niggas was. God, no problem. That's like money. Like, come here. Let me holler at you, nephew. Hey, yo, I gotta do something real quick to show God I'm loyal. God will wait till you do it. He'll be like, nah, chill, bro. I'm just seeing what you. I'm gonna see what you like. I ain't gonna let you do it. I just want to see what you doing it. That's real shit. He'll test you. He's testing you. Everybody ain't gonna pass their test because they got choices.
The book of Job. The book of Job.
See what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really get into choices. When you a gangbanger, your choice is over, bro. When they tell you gotta shoot that nigga, you ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. You gotta put that work in.
A person that's not even divine. You shooting for a person that's in enslavement that created another enslavement in an enslavement.
So if you can be a submissive to that, why can't you be submissive to a higher power? Because that's not even a higher power. That's a low power. So if I can be submissive to that, man, I can be God's biggest. See, that's the thing. I thought I was a soldier for the streets, not knowing I was a soldier for God, man. See, I put my power, my strength, and energy in the wrong places. But when I start putting it into the right places, I realized I start changing different lives. At first, I used to change lives for the wrong reasons. Now I change lives for the right reasons. And I noticed the more lives I change, the more my life started to change.
Yeah, you became an alchemist. You became the alchemist that you're supposed to be.
Facts.
Because we all alchemists, we all wizards. The words that we use is spells. You know what I'm saying? That's why I watch what I say now. Like certain words, like understand. If I hear myself say, I gotta fix that. because I'm not putting that energy into the quantum field because it's gonna come back. You know, it could come back worse.
Because I don't understand everything. I overstood it.
Yeah, I overstood.
Yeah,
I understand. You know what I'm saying? I try not to say don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to use words that create some lack mentality because I don't want to put that on somebody else. I have to show love on the superior level. Even if it's not perfect, I'm still striving for perfection because that's what the monks did. That's why they at peace. You see what they do. They comfortable with what they did because they did it by the means that was necessary to them. Like they felt like it's perfect. All right, this is perfect. They may not look perfect, but at least the divine is recognizing my energy because it's all about energy. Everything has subatomic particles, atomic particles. You know, some things got molecules. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in divine oneness. So you have to show it. That's why I don't just leave stuff like laying around like that. I respect everything that I do because it's like, yo, that's gonna train my mentality to respect life at the highest form. You know, and that's what I try. That's what I encourage people to do. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what religion you are, whatever the case is. As long as you ain't outside hurting people, I can rock with you. I see you working for yourself, I can rock with you. But all the negativity, you know, like even you know, and I don't want to sound grimy, right? Because like with death, right? Certain people can't call me. I have to know your vibration and your purpose before you could vent to me about death because you're not going to change my frequency. I'm dead serious about my shit. I will cut you or block you on some Billy Carson shit. I don't want to hear it because what's going to happen is, damn, my man's died like last shit. Then now I'm depressed. Now I might want to drink. Now I might want to do stuff that I don't normally do.
That's a fact, though. Yeah, motherfuckers bring you back to your old ways just by energy.
People will bring you down, bro, accidentally. And, you know, I can't blame them for it. I don't need to blame myself because I'm the creator of my reality. They're not creating my reality. They got their own reality that they making. And they got to they got to stand 10 toes on it.
Hey, yo, remember, they only can bring you down because you're above them, you heard? Like, that's the only way they can bring you. They can bring you down.
The only way.
You was above them. You see what I'm saying? So that lets me know where I stand. You see what I'm saying? So, like, yo, these black men, I can't speak. I see white men too. I'm not speaking on just one set of race. It's too much depression. These kids, mental health has been going sky high with kids and mental health and shit like that. And what happened is, like I say, I'm not into the Bible. That's not my thing. I just use the Bible as a tool to get people to understand certain things because I know maybe they're into religion. So I try to use certain things to make examples. So they say like Adam and Eve was dumb. They didn't know nothing. They just walking around naming shit. They okay when they dumb, right? But once they start being knowledgeable and start knowing like, yo, we naked. Yo, shit, we got to put some clothes on. That's when the confusion start happening, right? So now you got stories where, you know, fallen angels come down and start teaching black magic and witchcraft. Billy Carson, you know what I mean? How they teach it. So when you see this, and I start seeing the more information we're getting, the more the depression is starting to be. Because kids now is 10 years old watching videos. Are you sad? I'm sad. Wow, I'm sad too. We should do like they watching mad sad shit. And they're like 13 watching bully video. Like they just watching so much. It makes them like, where do they fit in? Or like, I'm fucking depressed. Or like they can't really interpret the knowledge that they're receiving. So it becomes an overload and it makes their body becomes confused. And now they think, should I be gay? Should I not be gay? Should I like girls? Should I not like girls? Should I like boys? Should I bag my plans? Should I not bag? Should I wear makeup? Should I not wear makeup? Should I be natural? Should I be not natural? Should I be vegan? Should I not be vegan? It makes you confused. So when you're confused, it feels like you don't have a place now. It's like, what the fuck? Where do I fit in? Well, really, we're all the same. We're just better at, the thing is, people are better at putting on a character better than you. So what happens is this person know how to put on a character and get through life. You don't. So what you're trying to do is put on their suit to try to get through life, but it really make you more comfortable because it's not your fucking clothes. It's not your clothes, bro.
You wear a size 12, but you got on a size 9 sneaker. You're gonna get corns on your feet.
That's what I'm saying. Because everybody say them sneakers is hot on his feet. You think if you put them on your feet, everybody already know them shits don't even look right on your feet. They don't even look. You don't even look right on with them shits on.
Right.
So people now are trying to be like everybody else other than their self because being their self ain't good enough for the world. Why the fuck do you care about what the world think when the world has a negative outlook on everything? So it feel like only thing you want is a negative response if you care about what the world thinks.
Exactly. They you know what it is? Because the traumas are so deep with people that it don't matter what type of attention it is. It don't matter if it's negative or positive. Similar to YouTube, right? They just want to be part of an algorithm because the universe has its own algorithm as well. That's how they learn how to create algorithms in these systems. You know what I'm saying? So as long as people is part of an algorithm, they set the bare minimum that people acknowledge that they exist. And that is real deep right there. That's really like sad, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times, because even earlier I said the word depression. I don't even like to say that. I just like to say like I became a little aware of specific things and it hasn't been digested yet. But once I digest it, that feeling goes away. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you know what depression is? Depressed feelings. Feelings that you depressed, that you don't let out. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's it. If you fucking cried, if niggas cried more, explain they something more, do like that, niggas won't be so fucking depressed. They have feelings that they cannot get out, so they hold them in, and it becomes depression. It's feelings that you can't let out because first thing you think nobody understands you, nobody's listening to you, nobody cares. So by you putting in them thoughts already in your head, that's already blocking you from being emotional to even letting these feelings out because you already got the fear of people judging you. So you're depressed. Now you're confused. Now you're struggling. It's really, it's you. Has nothing to do. Your perception. Your perception.
Your whole perspective reality.
Yes.
Makes you that way. Determines the outcome of your overstanding in life, the outer standing of life.
That's a fact.
Because if you can't understand the actual system that you got in place for yourself, there is no, I don't care who you think you are. You could tell me anything. You're not getting nowhere. Because we're not talking about the material realm. We're not talking about, money. Because look at Mac Miller. I love the hell out of Mac Miller. He had all the money too. He was a good rapper, right?
Yeah, the white dude was nice.
Yeah, he had an understanding. Whatever breakup he went through, he started going to outside sources to distract himself from whatever. And guess what? It killed him. You're not going to get nowhere. Whatever you put in that quantum field, energy-wise, it's going to come back. You're going to go through it. Because it has to teach you.
That's a fact.
Nature is the teacher.
You have to be. It has to be an example so you can look at. People are examples. When I see a crackhead, and they'll say, "Yo, you know what he used to be?" I'm like, "What?" He used to be the biggest drug dealer in the neighborhood. I'm like, "What? Why are you doing that now?" He said, "Yup, you know what I mean? Whatever." So when I grew up, we didn't have entrepreneurs. We had a whole bunch of niggas what we shouldn't be. We had a whole bunch of niggas what not to be. I don't want to be like him. Now I don't want to be like that nigga. I don't be. So whatever we had to do, not to be like that nigga, that was our motivation. You see what I'm saying? When I see that nigga walking home every day from work and he got all those dirty clothes on and shit like that, and that nigga struggling, his car not starting, shit like that, me like, man, fuck that. We don't want to be like that nigga. That's why we sold drugs. We didn't know it was another way. We just didn't want to be like him, struggling and can't afford to take his wife nowhere. His kids looking dirty. And we like, man, fuck that nigga. I'm gonna make a way. I ain't gonna be like Mr. Thompson. I ain't gonna be like Mr. Charles. Fuck that. That was our motivation. But that made us more, I can say, more risk takers, whatever made us more like. Now you can be that on a computer. You ain't got to go outside and move a fucking muscle. You can be right on a computer and call yourself the man and will never go out there and lift a brick. Never go out there and fill a gas tank. You'll never, but because you're the breadwinner, you're the man. And that's men now. Men are not men that are like that. They just a person that can buy shit. That's the man. That's the new man. So females now, they don't give a fuck. And feelings, men only has feelings to people that has feelings for men. Men only has feelings for people that has feelings for men. If you're around a female that has no feelings for men, she has no feelings for you. If you have females that love men, not sexually, you know what the fuck I mean, like they love men, the black man, they always try to help the black man, you know what I mean, the fuck it is. They're gonna look at you like that even better because they already love black men, but they're gonna love you more because you're a black god. So it's a difference. You're not just a black man, you're a black king. So it's a difference. If a female don't really fuck with men like that, like I like men, but I ain't gonna go break my neck for no nigga. I ain't gonna go crazy. Those females right there, they really ain't gonna fuck with you like that unless you break your neck for them. Because they really don't like men like that. They only like men because they give them something. He's a dick. They give them help. They give them support. But just to love them just for being a black man, they don't love black men like that. They don't.
I don't see that too much. I ain't gonna hold you,
I
bro.
don't. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't see too much of that. I mean, I'm like down here, they kind of like do it, but like a lot of times, bro, like the women, they just be wanting something.
That's it.
They don't, but they don't want your soul.
They don't. That's why that's why you can give them dick and they'll kick you right on out. Because they didn't really want none anyway. They didn't really want you, my nigga. They just wanted that dick.
Yeah,
that's why they got what they want.
You.
That's it. That's it.
They wanted your flesh, but they didn't want your soul.
No.
And that's why I keep going back into celibacy after my situations, because I be, I could get whoever I desire. I want, not to sound cocky or anything, right? But once, like, and I usually notice this, like the first, like, if it's on social media, I'm talking to somebody, right? The first few sentences determines if I'm going to fuck with them or not. Because I ain't gonna lie, I block people. Like, I just let people go on their journey. I don't say anything because I don't want no type of exchange. It's just like, this is my frequency. My frequency has to dominate the situation because I overstand more than you. You just understand. I overstand. And that doesn't make me better than you or anything. It's just like you need to go on your journey. So say if I'm having a conversation, if you ask me where I work, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you because why do you want to know where I work at? I work. That's it.
That's what it matters.
Now you're trying to put a class on my situation, and it's like, I don't want you to know what I have because it doesn't matter. I'm offering you my soul if I fuck with you. If you can't accept that, then you can't be involved in my life because I'm here. When I'm giving my soul, that's the ultimate level of love for me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't cheat. I don't do none of that. I don't entertain women that if I'm in a relationship or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you got to match that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be on the same frequency. It can't be, oh, you slightly off. No, it's either that or you on the path and you want me to be a leader, or say, or if, shorty, she's leading me with nurture, something like that. We could work something out. You know what I'm saying? But all of this, I just want to go and go out for drinks and tacos and stuff like that. To me, that's meaningless for me. A lot of people be looking at me like I'm weird when I be saying that. It's like, yo, I don't care about that. A perfect date for me is grounding in the grass with a blunt in my hand, or some shrooms. Or we cook something, a vegan meal, we have a picnic. Yeah, we could go out to eat too, but nah, what are you at where are you in your natural state? You know what I'm saying? I need to see if you're natural. Because if you can't appreciate nature, then I consider you an NPC.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of NPCs, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that means you're impulsive, you got all types of traumas going on. I don't want no NPC in my life.
A lot of females don't want your soul. They want your goals, man. Like, they don't get a high off. You're like I tell people, like I was telling you earlier, like when we grew up, your biggest accessory was your female. You can tell how much a nigga money he was getting based on the female he got. So like, we know this female. Just say you know this female from the hood, little dirty female, little dirty girl named Tiffany. She dirty as hell. She from the project. She ain't got shit. Now she pretty, but she ain't really got shit. She fuck with this nigga named Sean. Sean get to the fucking bag. You start noticing Tiffany start coming up, dressing a little different. You're like, damn, Tiffany looking a little different. Her nails is done now, like that. So you can tell whatever nigga she fucking with is putting her on. Like he You can see it based on how she carrying herself. Now you got a lot of females that's fucking with a nigga and they dress the same every day. That nigga is not putting them in a better situation. They're just stuck in a situation. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be around people that's going to put you in a better situation and just not put you in just any situation. You see what I'm saying? So you can tell how good your situation is based on how good your situation is. So if I right now, I'm gonna give you an example. We outside playing, and my wife come in there and say, "Hey yo, babe, yo, you want something to drink?" And I'll say, "All right." Oh shit, hey yo, y'all want something to drink? And he was like, "Yeah, bro, we get some." Like, yo, babe, can y'all get to get some drinks for the guys? She come out, she gave them to now. She gives the drinks to me. I hand it to y'all. This is the first thing, and they gonna think, "Yo, bro, you must got her trained." Because she never gave it to us.
That's crazy.
And that's a little crazy. Now, this is how my mind thinks. Why did you even want to drink from her in the first place?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you just hit me with that. Yeah, I ain't think about that. Yeah.
Why would you even want to drink from her in the first place? You should want to drink from me. You should have wanted from her. So that lets me know.
You shouldn't even be thinking about that, man.
See? So that right there is just an example. Now, I'm gonna give you another nigga. Another nigga be like, yo, bro, I fuck with you. Because they seen it. Your wife never even came out and gave it to us. She must really respect you, bro. See the difference?
Yeah, that's the way I would see it. Yeah, like, because I don't interact with the bro's wife and stuff like that. Nah, I might say hi, hello, whatever, stuff like that. But I don't have deep conversations with my bro's wife because guess what? That I'm not putting that frequency out there. I don't know what the wife might be thinking. It's not even really about that. It's just like the respect factor.
I don't get involved.
Yeah, even if I don't care if somebody talks to my girl, but that don't mean that you don't care. I gotta respect you.
That's
because you the man. Like that you don't own her, but that's your woman.
That's what I'm
saying. So I'm gonna give you that respect. You know what I'm saying? I have to radiate love. Nah, I love your relationship. So you the only man in her life. That's cool. Besides whatever family and little, friends, whatever they got. But you the main dude. And you've been there. So I have to respect that bond.
Man, you a man. Just like Spawn, Don P, a lot of these brothers that sitting here that I can't see because they're not saying nothing, so I don't know. But a lot of these men are men. So we expect that from a man. When you a nigga, men love structure. Niggas love looseness. A nigga can only get in if the female's loose. A man doesn't think about getting in because he's a man. So a man loves structure. So they see if your woman has structure, that must mean you're not only a good man, but she's a good listener, right? A nigga knows if she's a good listener, then I can't get in. So I don't want a female that listen because then that knocks away from me from getting in. So if niggas don't want a listener, man, why you listening to that nigga? Do that nigga pay your bills? Do that nigga take, man, fuck that nigga. You over here listening to that nigga like you some fucking dog and shit like that. You ain't no dog, man. You got your own will. You got your own, live your life. Be what you want to be. See, a man would never say that. A man would never say that. Man would never say, a man's going to tell you who he wants you to be for him, not for everybody, because you're not dealing with everybody. You're only dealing with him. And a woman is going to let you know what she needs from you, from her, because she's only dealing with you. She's not dealing with, now, if you don't give her what she needs, she will find another nigga that will do that. And you can't get mad at her when she already gave you fucking clues that you're not doing the right thing. I think a stupid female wait for a nigga. I think a smart female find the right nigga for her.
Yeah,
a stupid female waits for that nigga like, yo, I'm gonna wait for him to get right. Why? When the right nigga could be right down the street. Why would you wait for this nigga? Maybe you had to learn from a fucked up nigga so you actually can give love to the right person. You don't know what to love if you never know what not to love.
Right. Facts.
So now you know what not to love because at first you loved anybody. But now that you know what not to love, now that motherfucker that do come in your life, you want to love him 10 times more better because you know what not to love. If that person would have loved you 10, 20 years ago, you would have treated him like shit because you thought you can love everybody. You can't. But now through your experience and through your rights and wrongs, you can now give somebody that's deserving and more graceful and more loving and understanding the right things. Because the person 10 years ago, you probably would have hurt them because you was hurt. Yeah. But now that you're healing, you're a little better now. Now, if you did find the right person, you have a better outcome because you have a better income.
Yeah.
Your income comes outcome. Whatever you have in comes out. This is your income. Whatever you have inner come. So if I have good income, I'm going to make good outcome. My outcome is going to be good. So that's what I'm saying. My income is, it ain't financial. It's my income. You know what I mean? It's coming within. Bro. You know what I mean? So that's what I be big on. So it ain't about, people be thinking it's about money. Money is only there to make you stress. Money makes you remember you got bills. Money this. I'd rather look out my yard and say, damn, without that rain, I ain't gonna get no damn food. I ain't gonna get no food. I'd rather rely on nature because I can go to the well and get water. I have to walk for it. But I don't want to wait on a man because he can change his mind. The sister would say, you know what, Jamar, we was gonna give you that money, but something came up and we denied you. See, man can always change his mind. God wouldn't. God don't change his mind. When God said he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it, man. He's gonna do it. You just have to be patient enough to wait for it. Man can man does with emotion. God doesn't. That's why God can kill you without no emotion. He can kill a baby and won't even flinch. You think God's a punk? You think God's a punk? He's been murdering for millions of years. You think he killed he killed
300 million. 300 million gone.
You see what I'm saying? You think he care about another 10 over there and another 14? Man, give a fuck. Let me tell you something. I'll take out whoever I got to take out to get my statement around. Feel like that. If I got to wait by another 20 million, let you know I'm here, I'll do what I got to do. I do whatever I got to do. But people is not waking up. They'd rather die with this pain to live with this peace, man. I don't fucking get it. You rather
because pain is peace, bro. For them.
Pain. People's like, yo,
it's a reverse role.
People say right now, Kim, I don't give a fuck. Shoot me, motherfucker. Kill me.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they ain't got nothing to live for anyway.
Yeah, or they just don't want to live. They don't want to be responsible. Because life is about responsibility. That's the main thing in life. You have to be responsible for something every single day. Shit, maybe every second, bro. You got to be responsible. You gotta cook. You gotta do this. You gotta take care of your kids. Even on a spiritual level, you gotta meditate. You gotta block out certain frequencies. You gotta give love to the trees, the animals, and stuff. Life is about responsibility. You know what I'm saying? The problem is with the responsibility, they enslave themselves to the wrong responsibilities, which is making other people rich instead of enriching their soul. That's the problem with humanity right now. And I try to express this to a lot of people, and they always try to like minimize it. And it's like, yo, I can't deal with what you're talking about because what works for me is working for me. Other people that's following suit that we probably never even had a discussion, but you could see the similarities. I see it working for them because they glow, they radiate, and they're in tune with the light. You know what I'm saying? So people get so indulged in the material realm, like the industrial realm, the material realm, you know, all the politics and stuff, that they forget how to exist. Well, or they just never knew how to exist because they was just straight up programmed through birth. You know, some people was fortunate enough to have spiritual parents that was on it off the rip. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people was just born into the system, and then once you start to question, like, yo, why am I working? Why am I receiving a paycheck again? Yeah, I know it's to pay bills or whatever, but you know, let's get into the root of this. Why am I doing this?
They don't even know.
Why do I gotta pay for something that's on the floor? Why I gotta pay for an apple and I should be able to just pick it off a tree? Who made the rules for me to have to pay for a resource that animals don't have to pay
bro,
for?
When you come back, can I get a little more papers, bro? All right. I hear you, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So once you start asking questions, that's when you're going to be able to break from the enslavement, and you're going to mess up a few times. You're going to go through, oh my God, you know, it's a rough journey. You know, everybody knows it's a rough journey. But the more you enlighten yourself, the harder you fall, the harder the next level is. But once you hit that level, like right now, I just transitioned into something else because I got into a situation. Because, I had anger issues and stuff. Like carrying a gun all the time and stuff like that. And I got into a situation at work. Somebody called and they wanted a tour of the facility.
And I'm explaining to them very polite, you know, and all of this stuff like, yo, we just don't do tours because this is a startup business. This dude cursed me the hell out. And bro, I went outside with a 2x4 and I saw it was an old Jamaican man, but he sound young. Yo, bro, I felt some type of way about myself. I was like, yo, I don't have no control. I thought I had control this whole time. I don't. I wanted to hit somebody with a 2x4 at work. So from there, bro, what I did was, because I realized that, yo, this might be a test for the next level. I stopped listening to music. I fasted from music. If I did listen to music, it was certain frequencies. I cut people off. Like, I had to take a break from smoking weed so I could deal with whatever it is, raw dog. You know what I'm saying? I stopped vaping a little bit. I did everything possible to have like a clarity in my mind to understand where this anger was coming from. But the reason for that anger was my misinterpretation of the definition of ego the whole time. I didn't know what ego meant truly, bro. Because, you know, it's such a simple word. But once I've studied what it meant, I'm like, yo, I didn't know ego was this deep. And that helped me get to a higher understanding. So now, because of that, it created a shift in my mind where the polarity in my mind, because, you know, people by default think more negative. Like, they'll think negative first before positive. I think positive first and then negative coming, and I just kick that out the window and I continue my positiveness or whatever. So that's what, because, you know, this is trauma we talking about. You gotta work for this. You can't. There's no, oh, I'm gonna work on this later. No, it's gonna grow darker and darker and darker. Because when you go outside, you got frequencies that's not 432 hertz that's flying into your freaking ear. You got cars. You looking at a car. Oh, he just dropped off. But you looking at a car. Now you don't got a car. You got this lack mentality. Like, damn. I really want that. And now you getting depressed or whatever. You gotta guard your frequencies, and you gotta block out frequencies, and you gotta guard your own at the same time. And it's very complex to do that. But once you get used to it, life gets, man, you just feel so happy off the rip when you wake up in the morning. You like just saying thank you every day, loyally. Like, yo, thank you for this knowledge. Thank you for my baby mother and my son. Thank you for everything. I appreciate everything. So you gotta do it.
You gotta be grateful every day, man.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
Yo, you come a long way, man. I could hear it in your speech and the way you talk, man. Keep up that good work, man. I always honored you, bro. You got a lot of potential, man, and I see you putting it to work, man. You know?
Yeah, bro. You know, like I said, I'm grateful for having brothers like you, Knowledge, 5/5, like a few people, because it's not like, oh, whatever y'all said, I just discarded. Nah, I probably couldn't work with it at the time, but it was always there. So now when it was time, when I got to a certain level of overstanding, I'm like, yo, this is what's going on. Like when you were saying you just walk in the grass, you know, because I remember this live one time you was talking about grounding, right? And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, no, that's, you know, I could, it was coherent to me, but I didn't overstand it until I did it myself a few times. And I'm like, yo, this feels electric. You know, hugging a tree, I feel good when I do that. Like, what's going on? And then that just made me want to just see more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even about burning sage and stuff. It's like, nah, nature. I have to be outside. I have to go talk to a dog. I have to do this. You know, so, you know, that's why I haven't been on YouTube. I just been on my journey. I'm like, yo, forget YouTube because I don't want that negative frequency. But now I see it's about that time to come back. And I'm well trained enough to not get into debates with people and stuff like that. I'm just shoot them up like, hey, that's your journey. That's how you feel about me. That's cool. Much love to you though, because you taught me a lot. You taught me that I'm being more patient with myself. So I'm grateful for that too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, because these YouTubes, man, they'll take it out of you. You seen changes I went through, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all seen my changes from the negative person I became, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Feeding right
I
into
remember.
it, feeding right into the stream, you know? And well, like you was just saying, that makes you realize and made me realize too that, you know, I still have anger issues. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I be thinking I got control of it in my everyday life. You go, you know, a few months, then something triggered you, and then you back to that, you know, to that street mentality, that violent, angry mentality, because that's the way we know how to deal with things, and those are our outbursts. You know, that's how we deal with our outbursts. So
yeah,
yeah, and I'm still dealing with it to this day. You know what I mean? But like I said,
yeah,
even recently I realized that I still ain't got it under control. But yeah, I ain't say much, but I learned a lot today, man. Y'all, I needed to listen to y'all to start waking up again. You know, y'all got me thinking
yeah.
again, and that's what's up. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, because I've been trying to get him, because you know me and him talk, like we'll text here and there and stuff like that. You know, I keep in contact with him, and I've been trying to get him to go live. You know, because I don't really like going live, but I've been trying to get him to go live because usually, because you know, like with us, we be piggybacking off of each other's information. Like it'll help us think about something else, and then now we got another creative thought, and then it's like a never ending cycle of positive information, you know. So that's why I'm like, yo, knowledge, you was kind of like sort of the main person doing this at one point. So please get back in tune, like just do this, you know what I'm saying? And we consolidate the community, you know, because I am not part of that section no more. I don't watch anybody over there. Like I
Yeah,
just deal with knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
anybody else.
Knowledge leads the march. Excuse me for a second. What's going on, Swan? Salute to you,
Yeah,
man. You know, you've been here for a long time too, man. I'll be seeing you
yeah,
around.
salute the
I'm always
spawn.
around too, Spawn. I just don't pop out, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to get involved. I just spectate. But I see you around, man. And it's good to see you around too, man. You know, you always, you
Yeah,
know, we
yeah, he
never
been
spoke
around
with
for
you,
a
but
long
your
time.
words always been solid. You know what I mean? You always been a solid dude, man. You know?
Hmm.
So big up to you. Word up.
Yeah, man. So like what we trying to do is create that paradigm shift. You know, we may not be able to do it on a global level, but like on the sidelines, I've been like just tapping in with different spiritual people, and depending on how they relay their information, I like kind of show love, like whatever. Like I just bought a book from a young brother because he just asked me to buy the book. And he's like, "Yo, I got a book. You like to read?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, I was like, "Yo, send me the link." And I said I'll buy it Friday, but I don't think he thought I was really gonna buy it. And when I bought it, took a picture of it, that made him feel so good. Like he felt so great. But that's a brother that's gonna be part of the tribe because he's pushing positivity and love. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And then I got a friend named Julie that she's really tapped in. Like like she's seriously tapped in, and she's part of the camp too. So I'm trying to consolidate everybody and just keep it like this, so we could build our own YouTube community and not have to deal with trolls, or we have such a strong consciousness that we don't even vibrate with the trolls. You know, because I'm not vibrating with no trolls. You could talk crap about my grandmother. She's deceased. What? I listen, man. Much love to you. I appreciate you. You making me more patient.
Yeah,
That's
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 where
the
we went
best I could
wrong.
do.
We allowed them to interrupt and come within the circle and disrupt the energy. You know,
Yeah.
just like you see me the whole time. I had a lot to say, but I didn't want to disrupt
Yeah.
the flow because y'all was just flowing and I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we do. You know, that's why I always try to like, I just be hoping that certain people pop on. Cause normally when me and him is live, we gonna say something like it's usually like a deep conversation, you know. So, and we try to just get people on board with that instead of worrying about people talking about celebrities if they are clone and all this stuff. Cause it's like that's boring, bro. Let's talk about some nature. Like what are we
Correct.
planning? Because
Correct.
we like working on a plan to like that what he was talking about, like get some land. We working on that. That's something we're working on. So like we dead serious about this because some type of action has to take place, and it doesn't have to be public, but it's just to protect our own energy and show love to, you know, nature,
Correct.
because we all respect nature, you
Correct.
know. because that feeling, being around people like that, it gives you goosebumps because it's so powerful and it's not common like that, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we both learned a lot since we gathered. You know, I've been learned so much about trees, man, and the giant trees and the ancient trees. You know,
Yeah,
like they got some special trees in Florida with certain energies. You know, I gotta go
yeah.
hug that tree. You know, so much about the waters in Florida, the healing waters. You know, there's a fountain of youth, the stories of the fountain of youth. You know, in Florida, and all that has significance. You know, because the water out there is, you know, high in radium, and you know.
Oh,
Yeah, you ever heard about the radium in the
nah, I
water?
didn't. Nah.
Yeah, yeah. So it gets deep. Well, I gotta, you know, touch up on it. But yeah, there's a the natural springs. That's why people go there. You know, the
Oh,
natural springs that say like the mineral springs refresh your body. That's why, you know, that's why old people move and retire to Florida. Because the waters there have natural healing powers. That's why it's the fountain of youth. You know, the natives that lived there when the Spaniards came here, they was looking at these natives like, wow, these dudes supposed to be so many years old and they look young, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
even the Florida waters was bottled and, you know, exported to Europe because of their healing powers. You know, as a matter of fact, there's still a fountain in Florida that I need to get to, that it's from a natural radium springs and it contains radium, you know, and radium is good for you. It has certain properties. So I want to go get some of this water and take it to this tree and pour it onto the tree, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
sit there and kick it with the tree for a while and hug it and get his energy, you know what I mean? But those are one of my goals, you know,
Yeah,
and
that sound like a plan because I'm right next because I'm in Georgia now, so I didn't know about that. I might have to go check that out because I got a couple of things. You know, I made a little bucket list of things that I want to do. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Just you know, out of respect for nature, because you know, to take care of us. You know, like with the tree thing, like that's something that I might have to put on my bucket list too, because I want to take care of the trees.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I
yeah.
like the way it feels touching the tree and walking in the grass and, you know, just breathing fresh air and stuff like that. It feels so amazing, you know, like completely
That's
different from New York.
oh,
Completely different.
that's my go-to. That's why I love where I live. There's this forest over here where I'll be taking walks. I go for little hikes, and that's where I go when, you know, when you go talk to the spirit, the great creator. That's where I go. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
mostly where I can find them in peace with no noise. You know, and that's what I do. That's where I go. You know, but like you said, I've gained a great appreciation for life. That's why I love being down here. You know, the
Yeah.
nature, the song of the birds, you know, the crickets, the noises that you
Yeah.
hear. These things have a
Yep.
certain effect on us. That's why they
Yeah. The
use it in
owls.
therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
So
favorite is the owls though. The owls, bro. In the
yeah,
night. Yo, I
yeah, yeah,
love that, bro. Like it made me feel like I can't even explain it's like a electrical feeling, but still calming at the same time. Cause it's like, yo,
yeah,
I'm not used to this, but I feel like I'm supposed to be used to this. But
yeah.
that's that
Because
432 hertz frequency. That's what that is.
correct. Because people are not aware that these animals bring certain energies to us in our interactions. You know what I mean? The stories behind these animals, um, the wise old owl, you know, and if you connect with these, you can exchange energies and maybe even thoughts with these animals. You know what I mean? You get something from them. Like everywhere I go, I always make friends with frogs. There's always frogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I go like to the certain spot in the forest that I go to. I make friends with the certain frog. Every time I go, all the frogs on the way. He's the only one that sit there and smoke with me and chill with me. And every time I
yeah,
go there, he perches up on the little branch and, you know, just chill. He's looking and we, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
we have to study these energies because we all connected, you know what I mean, through energy, like you said,
yeah,
through frequency.
yeah,
Even the stars emit frequencies. The stars are making noise. You know what I mean? They
yeah,
sing. And the Bible, I don't hold everything too, because like I said, I was going through so much, like the Bible, but the Bible, you know, I use it as a reference book. You know, I use it as a reference book because there's some in there, and that even plant seeds to make you to think. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah, definitely do.
I go to that too. But yeah, Florida and that southern region of I'm all over the place. That southern region of the United States holds special significance. You know what I mean? Dating back
Hmm.
to the indigenous people. You know, because in the search for finding myself, I found the indigenous people of the Americas, the copper color people of the Americas. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of history here in America. You know, we never taught American history. You know, our civilizations here was great and, you know, greater than any other empires in the world. You know what I mean? And, you know, and that's why we gotta, you know who we are and know thyself, because we're connected to this land. This land is our DNA, you know.
It is.
I don't know, you know, I don't believe all color people, you know, skin color people came from Africa, you know. Our stories here from the creation since day one, our ancestors, you know, this through verbal history and history passed down. We was here since God made this earth, you know what I mean? And I'm just going through stuff. We could go in deeper. You know, we have a lot more pyramids and a lot of old structures here that are around the world, more than in Africa or, you know, in those other European continents. But, you know, we don't take focus on that. Go ahead.
The ones that's in like here in Central America, we got pyramids there. We got pyramids in Antarctica now, like that people didn't notice. They even got pyramids on Mars, bro. They got actual pictures of pyramids on Mars. So it's a little deep. I'm not gonna lie, but that's why I try to keep it on the earthly thing. But even with those pyramids, they gave all specific frequencies that elevated you to a high vibration, very high vibration, so where we don't even know how to tap into it, you know. Correct. So that ancient history, that's why I'm so into nature, because that they all respected nature. They all had respect for, because I call nature the divine. Because the divine is taking care of us. So, you know, anything with, like, you know, atoms and stuff, it's taking care of us. Whether it's an adamant object, inanimate, it don't matter. It's taking care of us. It's a tool for us to use. You know, it's just like man abuse, you know, they like to drink from the glass, but not pour back into it. That's why Mother Gaia is about to punish the hell out of us soon. But yeah, like what you said with the indigenous people, that's why I love them so much. And I'm pretty. Do you know about John Trudell? He passed away though. He was a Native American, and he was somebody that I tapped into because he explained, like, I already felt like you were supposed to like tap into nature, you know, through conversations with you and just looking at nature. And then, you know, I work with dogs a lot, so it's like, damn, I kind of love this, you know. But he kind of put definition on it, because he's like, yo, we treated Earth like our brother, mother, father, sister, cousin. That's the relationship we had with Earth. And I'm like, you know what? It makes sense, because it's taking care of us and our family takes care of us. That is a good way to, you know, vibrate with this, you know. So, but yeah, if you don't know about John Trudell, yo, just you gotta listen to that dude, man. Like,
definitely. Just like the movie Avatar. The movie Avatar, it tells a story of how, you know, you know how they treat the planet, how we talk to, you know, the Mother Earth and the trees and all of that. That movie holds a lot of significance if you look deeper into it. You know what I mean? It's all sort of like what happened to the indigenous people on this the planet. You know what I mean? No matter where we originated at. You know what I mean? On the planet. You know, because it was something that we came under attack at some certain point. You know what I mean? That changed us. Because, you know, being aware of us, like, look at us biologically as animals. You know what I mean? We're like the most destructive animals on this planet. Sometimes I don't even think we fit into this planet. You know what I mean?
Looking at it. Ooh, man, you see this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You know, look at us, man. Look at the rest of the animals. They're so peaceful sometimes. Well, you know, survival. So some gotta die so others can live. You know what I mean? But look at us where we fit in. You know what I mean? Our intelligence, our higher intelligence, our ways of communication, not even verbally or physically, but telepathically. And you have something to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, because when you got into that just now, right? So, because you know we had like our whatever primitive states, like the old hominids that we was, the what was it, the Homo erectus and stuff like that, right? The difference between us and them is, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, we have intelligence, but we don't have the same spiritual intelligence as them, because they have the same spiritual intelligence as the animals that walk this planet, because they don't have to be trained on it with their responsibility on this planet. They just know, they're in tune with everything. They're present. They're spiritually connected to this planet. We was removed from that divinity, you know, and I keep saying this, through the industrial faces, because whoever came here, you know, it could be Enlil, whatever, aka Cain, whatever the case is, they use a fear-mongering tactic for whatever purpose, right, to enslave us into labor, right? When you get enslaved into labor, right, that's not natural. Because, yeah, you work, but you work for nature, and nature works for you. Now we working for a piece of paper and all this stuff that's not spiritually motivating, right? So you're declining your soul because you're working for something that, number one, you don't even understand. We don't understand why we're working, but we do it anyway. But, you know, we start to begin to say like, oh, we're doing this because we got to pay bills. Bills is an illusion. Money is all of this is an illusion, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's real is nature, because there would not be no books written without nature. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want you to know that. So they want you to be enslaved. You know, that's part of the reason they want you to be enslaved. They don't want you to have the power, you know, to understand yourself, because it's going to be destructive to them, because they won't be able to have control. Because once you have an understanding in yourself, you realize that your soul is an infinite energy and you never die. So you won't be afraid of a transition off this earth. So you will have something to stand for. So you will actually be a martyr. That's why this world is messed up, because we don't have as much martyrs, because we're not tapped into our actual inner reality of the soul. You know what I'm saying? We focus on the earthly plane vices and habits. So that's why, like, I be guarding my frequency, bro. Like, if it ain't this type of energy, I can't rock with you. Like, it's not even like, oh, I feel some type of way towards you. It's just, you have to guard your energy, bro. People have to be on the same path as you, because when you go in a group with these people and you got these people with this dark energy, they're gonna get lit up. They're gonna start tapping in too, because they gonna feel that vibration. When you vibrate, that people feel it. You got that aura,
that love, that energy, that aura, that field, that your energy field. You know, it's that they made us lose our values. What we deem valuable today is not really valuable. Man put value on this. All this is worthless. You know what I mean? The real value is nature, us, what it can provide for us and what we can provide for it. You know, because our spirit changed vibration.
Yeah. Hold on, I don't know. Wait, you still talk, because I don't know if this froze. Yep, I think it froze. Yeah, it froze. Hold on.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. I was wondering what happened. I was like, what the heck?
I was getting a phone. I got a phone call. I don't know where knowledge went, but I got to get on this call, because my girl's gonna be like, "Why the hell are you not answering your phone?" You know what I mean?
I got to call somebody too. Yeah,
the first time I blocked, you know, I removed her, but we'll put the replay on so she can see where I was. You know what
I mean? Yeah. You don't want to get in trouble, bro.
Yeah, but let me answer this call and handle my responsibilities. And if you guys are still on, I'll jump back on.
That's if he even come back, because I don't know where he went.
All right. Well, I'll try to get in contact with knowledge, you know, through the ways we know, or I'll hit him up in the chat. So show him, in the comments, so we could connect. And I hope to connect with y'all again. You know, I hope to do this again, because we got a lot to speak about. You know what I mean?
No,
we got a whole lot to speak about. Because I'm sure you got 2.5 years of research that you ain't tell me, and I got the same to tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I got a lot.
Knowledge been out the country and all that. He's experienced a lot. You know what I mean?
That's how it got even more intense. But yeah, man.
Yeah, well,
it was a pleasure, bro. I appreciate you, man. Peace and love to you, bro.
Yes, it was definitely an honor. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the queen. You know what I mean? Spawn, you already know what it is. You know, stay blessed up, man. Stay woke. Peace.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know where knowledge is at, Spawn, but you know, because you know, this is his thing right here. But
yo, peace and love to you, bro. I appreciate you stopping by, you know, and I'm gonna speak on that on the behalf of knowledge as well. Let me take a screenshot of Don P's number real quick. All right, I got it. Yeah, man, but I appreciate you popping up, bro. My new page is called Black Sage Chronicles. Like Black Sage Chronicles. I ain't part of the beef sector no more though. I'm not entertaining none of that. But yeah, it's called Black Sage Chronicles. It got like a gray and white thing. You gonna see because I got one video up. I just like made that page like what 2 days or a day ago. So I'm just pushing that page to certain people, like you know you. But yo, I almost forgot about you, bro. It's definitely a pleasure seeing you again, man. Like that man. There's so many people that I got to tap back into that I remember had great energy, man. Like yeah. But yo, peace and love to you, bro. I hope you have a great night. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go see if I could go get me some weed. But I need to go smoke because I need to go smoke. I have to smoke, bro. But all right, bro. I'm out of here, man. Peace and love to y'all, man.
Left.